Hey, Tulip Scott, how are you doing? Latonya! Oh my goodness, it's been a long minute. It's been a long minute. How have you been, Tonya? Oh my goodness, I just got excited when I saw you there. Oh my goodness, I've missed you, Tonya. I've missed you. How have you been? How have you been? It was my laptop cable like running badly, so I did do something. Hey. First, yeah. Winston's welcome, Winston Chronicles is in the building. I see Big Boss Lady T. Oh my goodness, Cece is in the house. How you doing, Cece? It's been a minute. How you doing, Cece? I am so glad to see you too, Tonya. Oh my goodness, it's been a minute. It's been a long minute. I see Tulip's Corner, Eva Tika, welcome. We can just start this. Yeah, Eva Tika, welcome. I can like lift my bum a bit, or something. Um, much better. Yeah. So let's see. Okay, Winston, how you doing? How you doing, Winston's Chronicles? Statistics in the building. I see Big Boss Lady T in the house. Welcome, welcome, Big Boss Lady T. Thanks so much for popping in. Um, And then Latonya says, yes, I'm going to return soon. Yes, you have to return. It's been a minute. Like, I haven't seen you for a while. Like, even just getting a whiff of you being on a live stream, you been on a chat, I would have known. I would have known. It's been a minute. Even PMC, he would have told me. Then I see Tati Sipetitsa. Thanks so much for coming in. Sisi says, I am well. I'm happy to be here and see my favorite president. Love you, Mr. Goga. I love you too, Sisi. I love you too. Thanks so much for that. I don't take it for granted. Winston, please say hi to please say hi to Mama Lynn for me. Please say hi to Mama Lynn. TikTok girl, welcome and congratulations on that raid that you said to Blessed Life Journey the other day. You did not report though. You did not report for your own raid though. And then I see Crooked Peaches in the building. Welcome, welcome, guys. I'm better today. I am better. I'm healed. I was so sick like for the last couple of days, but I'm now good. I'm now doing well. And then I see TikTok girl there. Botrix is in the house. Nightbot is there. Peach! My lovely Peach is in the building. Welcome, welcome, Peach. How you doing, darling? How you doing, Peach? Welcome, welcome, Peach. Thanks so much for coming in. Peach is the one who like had okra, and David cannot keep calm because Peach decided to have like raw okra on her live stream. For it. I was there for it. I need to adjust my camera a bit because I want to be closer to the camera a bit. But we can stay here. Do I look blurry or something? I think I look good. I think I look good. Would you know that I'm using green screen? No, unless I told you, right? Would you guys know that I'm using green screen or not? It is so cold in Nairobi, so don't ask why I'm looking very warm and stuff. It is very chilly in this part of the world. Like very cold. I'm wearing socks and things, and it's crazy. And then it says, "You're looking fabulous, Goga." You, yeah, thank you for noticing. I've been waiting for you guys to notice. You guys are not noticing. Peach, thank you for seeing. These people are not even seeing Peach. Thank you so much for noticing Peach. You have to solicit for compliments on this YouTube stream. You have to solicit. If these compliments are not coming, you solicit for them by force. Thanks so much for noticing. Even Miss TikTok girl says, Goga, you're looking so sophisticated. Of course, I'm sophisticated. I'm the president of the Global Online Giants Academy. I have to be sophisticated. I cannot look basic. I cannot look basic. I'm the president. Today, this is how I was dressed at work today, by the way. I went to work like this today. I walked into the office, my colleagues were shocked. You are like, where are you going? I'm like, can somebody just look good? Can somebody just look good on a He's like, no, you only dress like this when you're going for like high level meetings and things. I'm like, no. Today I just wanted to look good and I was feeling very happy because I'm well. I did some very nice yoga in the morning at 5. I was just like, yeah, I was just carrying my own weather today in this cold Nairobi weather. Big Boss Lady D says you look amazing. Thank you so much, Big Boss Lady D. Um, what did I want to tell you? Yes, and Big Boss Lady T, I like the consistency I'm seeing on your channel, and I think it's a great thing. I cannot spell right now. TikTok girl, you don't worry about spelling. Leave it. This is YouTube. Don't worry, it's not an exam. You're not writing an exam. You're good. You're good. You're good. Priscilla, welcome, welcome, Priscilla. Thanks so much for coming in. Bev Artist Kitchen is in the building as well. Thanks so much for coming in. This says, I'm also dressed for autumn today. Like the weather math isn't mathy. Yeah. Thank you for noticing. Thank you for noticing. Yeah. I like looking good sometimes, especially when I'm coming for the live stream, and I do take you people very seriously. I take you guys very seriously. You're my biggest constituency. I have to make sure. I can't be looking like I can't just be looking all over the place. And I have a very solid community. Tribe Goga really supports the academy. The president cannot be looking any other way. So thank you for noticing. Eva Kika, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. Eva Kika, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I cannot deal with this. I'm at work. I just cannot listen and not type. Oh my god. TikTok girl, it is very difficult to be on the beauty in my office. My office has banned this. Yeah, you can't chat on a live stream when you're in the office, which is for some reason. You can see, but you can't see the chat. You cannot comment on YouTube videos. It's on restricted mode in the office. YouTube is on restricted mode until 5 p.m. But 5 p.m. you're already driving back home. So that's what you usually have at the office. So I can never participate on a live stream in the office unless I'm on my phone, where I just switch to my data in case like there's some hot receipts that I want to like contribute to. David Hunt, welcome, David Hunt, the anti-okra crusader. Welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. Miss TikTok girl says, Goga, my ears are hurting me. Is it my sound? Guys, just confirm for me that my sound is good, so that I'm not like screaming into your ears and things like that. Is the sound good? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Eva Kika says, you're looking good, Your Excellency. Thank you. Thank you so much, Eva Kika. It's very cold that I have to like make sure that I have to make sure that I'm looking nice and secure. Part of my accessories were a gift from Ethiopia. Somebody got me this gift from Ethiopia. Somebody said I looked like a priest today, and I was like, you know what? It is, yeah. I could have gotten. I wish I had a white collar. I could have gotten some packs of the priests get when they walk into shops and stuff. I would have asked for coffee for sure. Okay, Simone Tamo, welcome, Simone. Simone, did you change your name? What name is that? What name is this, Simone? Or are you using one of your ninjas and you forgot? Simone Tamo. Who is Simone Tamo? I've never seen that channel here. Kati Sifetita, my brother, all the way from Romania. Thank you for coming in. How you doing? Kati, you need to come to this. One of these days, you need to come to the academy and teach people how to do videos. I've been thinking about it, by the way. I've been thinking about it. Guys, this class is going to be so easy. It's just chill. I don't want stress. Today, I just want to be very presidential. Stay on the live stream for like 2 hours because I'm not going to suffer. Then we can rate somebody and then we just go about our week. It's the second last week of August. Why complicate life? Why complicate life? Why complicate life? I wouldn't want you to have to drink ginger tea for your throat. No, TikTok girl, don't worry. I'm good. I'm already on the mend. I did have my medication, even though I dread medication like crazy. I'm one of the people I don't like taking medication enough. But it was necessary after the drama and the shenanigans I went through for Friday. After missing my flight, having to like travel like 3 hours to catch the next flight, come back home in between the dust and the cold and the rain. Oh man, it was crazy. Crooked Pitch says, Goga, it is really high fashion. It's really a high fashion look for you today, Goga. Oh my goodness. Stop, Pitch. You're going to make it get into my head. And I'm a humble person. Oh God, humble and Goga in one sentence. That's debatable. And then I see devotionals from the mountain. What was I going to say? Devotionals from the mountain. Welcome. How you? Yes, they put ads. Did they even done for? And am I making money on this live stream? I probably look at this the mirror and then I'm not making money. Simon TV, welcome back with your main house. I don't know who Tamo is, but now we know that you have a ninja called Tamo. We have a ninja called Tamo. Um, yeah, so high fashion. Peach, Peach, thank you for noticing. Peach, you're now making me feel so good. High fashion. You wear like some. Now I need to go for. I wish I could go somewhere so that people can see enough of me. Now tomorrow I have to go for like an event. Tomorrow I have to make sure that I go for an event so that people can see me. Have you ever like when you dress well? When you dress well and you just go to work and then go back home, it is not enough. Sometimes you want like be sent on assignments so that enough people can see you and how you are and the drip and things. Yeah. Jaden is telling me next week is my last week in on Wednesdays. Oh yeah, Jaden, you're going back to school. Wow. Okay, Jaden. You have had a very long summer break. Yeah, summer break is coming to an end, right? Yeah, summer break is coming to an end. Jaden, you need to go back to school. That was a long break. But I know you'll always be sneaking in. Iba Chika says the topic of the day is very hot. I am waiting. Yeah, we're starting in 3 minutes. You have to like go through the usual shenanigans of welcoming people, saying hi to people, etc. Miss TikTok girl says, later guys, I can't stay here. I will watch. Guys have a blessed day. Thanks so much, Miss TikTok girl, and good job on the raid. Please go and concentrate at work. There's always a replay button. You will find a million ads, of course, when you replay. That is why some people like coming live so that they don't have to like go through the ad nightmare when they are watching. Crooked Pitch says, I do quiet videos. They don't seem to hurt me. They quiet. Are they really quiet, or they have some element of noise making? And that's what we're going to discuss. All right, let me get my water. I need to get my water close. Get my water. My water. All right, we are ready. Yes, Crooked Pitch, so long as there is sound, that is why you have not gotten into problems, because they are not completely silent. There is a bit of sound, even though you are not talking. That is premium. That is necessary. Right, guys, let us start the class. It's already 2 more minutes. We normally start after 15 minutes. But that is enough time. That is enough time to buy time. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, it is time to start the class. Get your notebooks. Look at Tribe Goga. They walk in. They always come in after 2 minutes. So you have to wait for this. This is a very normal ceremony. It happens every single time when I'm on a live stream. So I'm used to it nowadays. I have to wait for Tribe Goga to walk in after 2 minutes. Helen Akoya! Welcome, Helen. Nice to see you. Helen Akoya. What was that word that was being used on your live stream today? Energetic. Great dimensions, energetic. I need to start stay away from people's lives in the morning when I'm supposed to be going to work, because let me tell you, I was just listening to Helen in the morning when I was preparing and stuff. Then this man walks into her live stream. Oh my goodness. The man, guys, you need to go and rewatch that live stream by Helen. The man walks into Helen's live stream. Oh my goodness. The man starts like dropping all these compliments. Oh my goodness. What a beauty. What a strong and energetic woman. I love the dimensions I'm seeing on the screen. May I be the man who can win your heart and things like that. Let me tell you, Helen, I don't know what Helen was planning to discuss. That was the end of the topic. The bush, I was trying to finish dressing up and stuff. So I'm just in the bush and listening. I'm like, what is going on? And then Helen at some point has to tell the man, I already have a husband. It was so funny. Because I think the gentleman threw Helen off her game. And that was the end of that. Whatever topic was being planned to be discussed, that is how Helen forgot about the topic. That is how she forgot that she lost her train of thought. And the man did not stop. The man just kept on going. Oh my goodness, what beautiful dimensions I see in this woman. I love the dental arrangement of your teeth. Guys, it was crazy. I love the complexion of your skin. Your accent is European, like I don't know something. It's the man just said that I was taking all those receipts. I was like, I can't keep up. And then I just kept on telling the man, can you keep talking? Keep talking. Yes, that's how I was late. That's why I got late for work. I nearly missed a meeting because I was laughing on that live stream because I was like, what is going on here? That was Helen. Helen, I think that was one of your most interesting live streams I've attended for like a long time because it was crazy. It was crazy. And that man, I don't know who he is because if your husband was watching your live stream, Helen, you need to find a way of blocking your husband from watching your live streams because if your husband was watching your live stream and saw all the things that were going down on that chat, Helen, you are in trouble. Helen, if your husband, guys, if you know you normally get like some attention on your live stream that you're scared your husband is not supposed to see. Helen, I think today had one of those moments because me, I was just like, oh my goodness. But of course, I kept on telling the guy, please keep talking, please keep talking, because guys, the receipts were just popping. I was just enjoying everything that the man was saying. But he was very respectful. To be honest, he was a very respectful person. So when Helen told the gentleman that you can go rewatch that live stream from like 10 hours ago or something. When Helen told the gentleman that she's married, I decided to volunteer some information. So I just said, oh, don't worry, she has a sister. And then he said he did not want the sister. It was the person you will see on the screen. I decided to abandon that line of thought because Helen's husband knows me, so I did not want to look like I'm trying to educate something on that live stream. And that is okay. Helen says, Goga, my husband was watching in the bush. Your husband was Goga. My husband watches in the. He got tired of asking who was that. Oh my goodness! I knew if your husband was watching that, Helen. If I was your husband and I was watching that live stream, I would definitely feel very insecure because that man was using lines I've never had. Like I was just let me tell you, I was so impressed. The man had lines for everything, for Helen's teeth, for Helen's skin, for how Helen was drinking that water from the cup, from her dimensions, for how she looks healthy, like she enjoys what she eats. And then the moment he mentioned chicken, I was done. I was done. I was like, I'm not going to participate in this food conversation. This is how I'm going to be late for work. That is how I left that. I left that place when Helen was reading us to Anna Boo. But that was funny. It was funny. It was funny. Okay, I digress. Monica Miles, my people, welcome, Monica Miles, my people. Thanks so much for coming in. How you doing, Monica Miles? And guys, Monica Miles just got back on YouTube streets. She was bereaved. She was bereaved, and that's why she was missing for a while. But she's trying to get back a little by little. She's trying to get back small. Classic was the Sunday service. Yes, if you missed the Sunday service, that was the Queen from Guyana, and we had an amazing conversation about hair. Let me tell you, the Sunday service we discussed everything. Can you imagine I was talking about hair styling on Sunday? Let me tell you, I think anything goes at the Sunday service at this point. Thank you so much, Classic, for your time. Such an honor being there. Yeah, so Helen, strong and energetic, very beautiful dental formula, accent of a European lawyer. I wish you well. David Ant said, I'm leaving now to go and report. David Ant, your love of receipts. David Ant, this is how you're going. Don't ask me these things tomorrow in the class. You can go rewatch Helen's lesson after the class. This thing about you hear receipts and then you guys have now run there to go watch receipts. You need to concentrate because you need to be listening to what Helen is saying so that you can get the list of the receipts. But them running over to one watch these people. Monica Miles. Monica Miles, allow me to do this. So guys, you can see what working purpose with Monica Miles. That has been one of my friends for the longest time on YouTube. So Monica Miles lost her husband. I think it was like 15 months ago. There was, so that's why it has really not been on YouTube. Please extend a bit of grace to her. In case in case you're next to her there on the chat, just give us some fun on our behalf. It's not very easy when you lose a loved one, especially a spouse. And Monica Miles, just out of respect, the loss of your husband, is going to observe a 1 minute silence, uh, and then we'll continue. Right? You don't mind. Okay, so guys, just observe a minute silence in honor of Monica Miles' husband, and then we'll continue the class after that. I promise. Right. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute, and then we'll come back. Right. Let me just mute a few things here. So a moment of silence for Monica Miles. Uh, Thank you so much, everyone. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Monica Miles, we love you, and we are sending you hugs. I know it cannot be very easy, but yeah, hang in there, and may his soul rest in eternal peace. Right? Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for your the respect on the chat and just observing that moment of silence. Let us start talking about your silent videos, because a number of you have been asking me. This question about muting videos and stuff, and that's what I wanted us to discuss, because it's becoming very rampant, and some people are wondering what is all about this not muting a video or not muting your content. East African Workout Girl, my condolences as well on the loss of your grandma. My condolences as well on the loss of your grandma. I know you traveled for the burial, so much loss, but you know what? We send in you hugs, and may you treasure the memories during this difficult time. So East African Workout Girl, I hope you got to your village safely. She was traveling in the morning for the grandma's burial. Flo and Ted, welcome, and welcome back as well, and congratulations on your newborn as well. So many developments. Okay, breathing. Okay, need to collect myself a bit. But yeah. So silent videos, and that's what I wanted us to discuss. Let me just see the poll real quick. I see how you guys are voting. So I see 20 votes. Out of the 20 votes, 46% of you are saying yes all the time. 25% of you are saying no. 17% of you are saying once or twice. And then 12% of you are telling me, Goga, you could have just addressed me directly instead of creating a whole topic at the academy targeting me. 12% of you are saying that I should have addressed you directly. This topic does not target anybody. This topic is going to be necessary, and I'm going to give you a context on what made me pick this topic. Now, the other day, one of my friends on YouTube got demonetized, and when they got demonetized, one of the things that I was checking on his channel was the kind of content he uploads. Okay, was the kind of content he uploads, and one of the things that I noticed in terms of like the videos and the live streams he was doing was that most of the live streams were like silent live streams. And despite most of these live streams being silent live streams, they did not even have any sound. They had zero sound. They had zero sound in them. And this becomes a problem because YouTube can detect. YouTube can detect when you have a totally silent video. YouTube can easily detect that. And before you even get started and say, Goga, what about people who are deaf and things like that? I'm like, no. That is why YouTube can easily extract captions when you are talking. Have you ever realized that when you upload a video, the subtitles are normally automatically generated? Why? Because YouTube systems are so good, they can pick the sound, they can pick your voice, they can pick what you're saying, and they can actually transcribe it into subtitles. And that is why when you upload a video, after 1 hour or so, you have subtitles ready for the video. When your live stream ends and it has processed after 6 or 7 hours, regardless, depending on how long your live stream is, there'll be subtitles on that live stream, which is now a video on demand. It is important you pay attention to this part. YouTube systems are intelligent enough to detect that you have a silent video or you have a silent live stream. They are very smart. They can detect that. And that is why the conversation around subtitles, that is why they can tell that you have copyright music. When you put copyright music on your music on your videos. Hey, Miss V NYC, welcome, Miss V NYC. Miss V sent me a very beautiful message yesterday, so that's why I have to say hi to. How you doing, my kindred spirit? Thank you so much for that. Buy me a coffee. And it was very interesting. Miss V bought me a coffee and said, Goga, thank you for teaching me that small thing. I've been struggling for months. You're most welcome, Miss V. Thank you so much for that. Buy me a coffee. It was such a surprise. But I am so happy that, the lessons that we teach here on Wednesday can help even one person. Even if one person benefits from me, my work is done. I don't look for masses. That one person, so long as it goes and improves their content, my mission is complete. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So YouTube systems are very intelligent enough that they can be able to detect that either your video is silent, either your live stream is totally silent, and they can easily be able to flag that out. And that is where most people now start having a problem as content creators. Hey, Red Room, how you doing, Red? Welcome, Red. This is how most people start having a problem technically with YouTube. And then you start saying, oh, YouTube is targeting me, YouTube is doing da-da-da. You start having a whole rant about why YouTube is not helping you and things like that. I'm going to go through a few of my notes real quick, and I'm going to explain why muted videos or totally silent YouTube videos kill your channel and how you can fix it. We are going to fix it, of course. Together. I'm going to share how to fix that problem so that you can solve these problems in case you have silent videos on your channel. To those, when YouTube introduced the policy update last month that they were going to get rid of inauthentic content, you have to start thinking of inauthentic content in the interpretation of YouTube can even mean those silent live streams that you guys are doing when you're going to sleep, where there is nothing happening. It is just quiet. You are just running time, looking for WH, yet the content is not meaningful. And that is where some of us may be getting into problems. Silent videos are a dead end. And I'm talking about totally silent videos. I'm not talking about videos where there's music, where you've gone and put some rain sounds and things like that. At least if there's some rain sounds, that has context. You can always call it ASMR or something like that. But the algorithm punishes content that cannot retain audience. We have been very clear about it in the last couple of months. And remember, August, we are talking about engagement. If you cannot retain people on your content, if somebody just comes to your content and they're like, nothing is happening here, it is just quiet, it is dead, let me move on to where there is activity. So YouTube, the algorithm on YouTube actually rewards watch time. When people are able to stay, you're like, oh, something is going on here. The host is talking. There's something going. There's an engagement. Goga is asking questions. Goga is saying hi to the people who are coming into the live stream. people are talking and asking each other how they are doing, how is the week, and things like that. Um, Silent videos, on the other hand, I'm talking about totally silent videos where there is no sound. They totally have low retention, and you can check this across your channel. If you want to put a video that there is nothing happening, you cannot even retain people on that video at all. Like, you'll notice your retention is going to be very disastrously poor, completely poor. But when you are making noise, when you are screaming, when you are greeting people, when you are doing things, for some reason people stay. I want you to do a social experiment this week after this class. Go and do a live stream and just talk to people for 30 minutes. Just go and sit. Just do a pop-up live. Sit down and just talk to people, greet them, call their names, and then do another pop-up live where you just leave your phone pointing at your kitchen or something for like 10 minutes. And then notice the engagement and notice the difference between those two videos. The algorithm will always punish the silent videos. Why? There is no retention. And when there is no retention, it means there is no engagement. The audience and the viewers who are coming in here, they cannot find anything going on. When there is low retention on a video, the algorithm hides your content, buries it into the grave of low value content. People are not watching this content. Why should we promote it? Have you ever seen YouTube even make any of your silent videos go viral? Never. It never does that. It never does that. So you have to think of the algorithm as the game changer when it comes to your videos. Like, the algorithm will always reward where there is watch time and where there is engagement. Where things are dead, the algorithm just says, why should we be bothered? On Facebook, on Instagram, we don't exactly have that particular problem because people actually watch Instagram and Facebook videos even without sound. This is known. Some of you, sometimes when you're on Instagram and you're scrolling on Reels, stories, you can always watch that video even without sound, and then maybe you're like, I need to hear the sound and what this person is discussing. But on YouTube, sound is everything. On YouTube, you cannot be forgiven for not having sound. On the other platforms, you can get away with it. But on YouTube loves sound like everything. Because the YouTube viewers always expect audio. They always expect audio. And even when you say the people are going to be deaf, you can always improvise. Sign language, you can put text. Something has to be happening. Something has to be happening. So, because even the captions that YouTube generates, it normally the captions YouTube generates the subtitles, it normally bases them on what is going on or what is being said on the video. And that is why sometimes, anytime I come to the live stream, what is the first question I normally ask you guys? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me clearly? Is my sound clear? Am I audible? It is important for you to always ask that. Even Red Zoom always like always ask, Goga, is my microphone working? Because he understands if the microphone does not work, it is going to be a nightmare for you, because it's going to mean that the sound is off. Some of you just start live streams and you just don't bother asking people whether the sound is okay. Some of you start live streams and you leave your phone there. You've left us there with to watch whatever it is that is going on. Maybe you have placed your phone to face the street. So we are watching what is going on in the street without sound. We don't have context. We don't know what is going on. It is better for you to leave your phone facing the street, but we can hear the sounds of the streets. We can hear the birds. We can hear people talking in the background. We can hear like the cars that are passing by. We can hear the motorbikes that are going past your home or something like that. It's important. It's important. Hey, Jabali, welcome. Anthony Holmes, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. My brother, thanks so much for coming in, Jabali. It is important for you to always have that sound that is going on. Eddie Tricks Blogs, welcome. Thanks so much, Eddie, the king of Guinea. Goga, you are scaring me. What do you mean? Why am I scaring you? Why am I scaring you? You're not a culprit. Emen Deritu, nice to see you. How is your wife? How is your kids? Please say hi to the family. Thanks so much for popping in. Now, it is better. It is actually better for you to leave your device to pick the natural sounds. To pick the natural sounds rather than just being totally quiet. Because what YouTube is going to do, YouTube is going to pick that as sound going on. And I'm going to take you to the studio right now, and we are going to give examples with a few videos so that we can see what is happening and how YouTube is able to pick that particular like activity. Now, let's go to the next part. Zero engagement. So no sound sometimes translates to no engagement, no emotion. Nobody knows what is going on. Nobody knows what to ask you. So the viewers normally feel disconnected, and then they just click away. That is what happens when you do things silently. Somebody will be like, "Oh, there's nothing happening here. Why should I stay here? There's nothing. It's boring. Let me go where Helen is being told that she's strong and energetic." That is engagement. Why was I very active on that Helen Acquires live stream this morning? There was sound. She was laughing. She had to clarify that she's married. That is sound. That is activity going on because there's communication. You have to remember that sound sometimes means communication is happening. When you're live, for example, and you're talking to people and you ask, let's say, Anthony Holmes, how is the family? How is Lisa doing? Lisa is the wife to Anthony Holmes. Anthony Holmes, as much as he's working, I have asked Anthony a question. Anthony is going to feel obligated to answer because Goga has asked me a question. So I kind of need to answer. It is a human thing. It is psychology. So you have to understand when you're on YouTube, you're also playing with the psychology of your viewer. You're playing with the psychology of your viewer. That is why that's why they always tell, even when you're like about to finish your video, or even somewhere during the video, tell people to subscribe. And tell people, guys, there's a bell here. Please click on that bell so that you can get notifications. Tell people those things. That is communication happening. Some people just watch videos. Some people actually just watch videos with zero interest. But when they hear you telling them to do something, they get curious. Please give my video a thumbs up. There's a button there that looks like a thumb. Please click on that thumb. It is free. Some people think these things are charged. When you communicate, when there is sound, it means you've communicated and something. Oh, so it is free. Okay, I thought subscribing means that I have to pay some money. Communication is happening when there is sound. When things are just quiet and you are busy just hoping people like the live stream, you're just hoping people subscribe. No, it is dead. Nothing is going to happen there. Nothing is going to happen there. Just dead air, and nobody's going to like stay there for dead air. And sometimes viewers don't treasure those kind of things. It is low effort. It means that you're not even putting in any effort, and nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. So the algorithm, together with the viewer, they're going to just bury you. They're just going to bury you with your content. Sound is very important, and for those people who do sound engineering, like music producers, David Hunt and the rest, David Hunt, Anthony Holmes, Red's Room, The World of Ruggers, these guys who actually interact with they are in the business of sound. They will always tell you that sound is something that creates atmosphere. It explains things. It reinforces whatever you are trying to sell. It reinforces whatever you are doing on that content. And that sometimes is what maybe makes the viewer subscribe to your channel. That is what sometimes makes somebody gives you a super chat. That is what sometimes makes somebody join your membership, because the sound has actually, they are watching you, yes, they are watching Goga here, yes, but the sound has actually reinforced something that helps them make a decision. Silence normally wastes all of that. With the silence, you're not able to get those things because it is not supporting. So audio will always support. Audio will always support like the message that you are trying to pass through the visuals. Again, we talked about the algorithm. SEO wants audio. Now, what is the solution? And this is what we are going now to talk about. How do you fix the problem, especially if you're a culprit? Number one thing that you always have to remember is that always add value through sound. You should always add value to your content through sound. One of the ways you can do this, and the most popular one on YouTube, is the audio library. The music that is playing on my live stream right now, that music from audio library. The music that is playing there, it's music from audio library. The only time sound may not work, the only time sound may actually work in your favor is when it has a very specific context. When you are observing a minute of silence in honor of the, in honor of the husband to Monica Miles, there was context because we are observing 1 minute of silence out of respect. So it worked either way. If you are doing ASMR video, if you're doing ASMR videos and then you want to set a certain mood or atmosphere, it may work in your favor because ASMR is sounds. Maybe you want to like play sounds of snoring, like the day Red Room fell asleep on his live stream and he was snoring on the microphone. That is ASMR. It is not silent. He is snoring. We can hear him snoring. That becomes content because, in fact, you should. I'm glad he did not get embarrassed with that content because that content becomes ASMR, and you can call it snoring content or sleep therapy with snoring sounds. Makes sense. In case you have like placed your phone next to your window, and then it starts raining. Let's say you forgot your phone on the window and you are doing a live stream because either you got a call or maybe you have to take care of your kid, and then it starts raining. That becomes ASMR. Yes, you may have left the phone there, but the moment it starts raining, it totally changes the video. It is no longer a silent video. It becomes an ASMR. When you're cooking, Helen is very good at it. When you are frying things, Helen likes frying eggs for some reason. When you are frying eggs and then you are doing it on a phone and you are recording that video, let me ask a question in the chat just to confirm that you guys are listening. When you are frying eggs, on a pan and then you record the video, give me the video that will give you more. Give me the video that will give you more like satisfaction. A silent video of the eggs being fried, or the sizzle coming from the oil and everything. Which video will you watch? When somebody is frying eggs on a muted video, or when somebody is frying eggs and you can hear the frying sounds, the sizzle. Which video are you going to watch? Which video are you going to watch? That's a question for the chat as I say hi to people. They will want to hear, yeah, Sissy is right. They will want to hear the sizzle of the sound, like you're frying, that frying sound, that those sounds that the oil is making. That is the content. The sizzle. Somebody is likely to watch that video longer than a video that is just when Helen just does a video that is silent, is frying eggs. The sound will always win every single time. So please put that sizzle. And sometimes if you forget, and this is now where we talk about adding value to the sound. If you forget and you release a video that is muted, you can always add sound. You can just go and look for the sound. Just go to the internet. There are always a lot of free copyright-free sounds you can get. If not the internet, just go record, just get your phone and just go fry another egg. And then record the sizzling sound. But you can always get these things online. You don't even need to record it anyway. You can just go look for like a sizzle sound. You can go look for a sizzle sound on the internet that is copyright free. Most of these are copyright free. The sound effects are normally copyright free because everybody knows. Nobody can like monopolize it. Go find those sounds, edit them a bit, tweak them a bit for your purpose. If your video is like 5 minutes, you want to have like a sizzle sound of 5 minutes. Or maybe when you pour the egg, the sizzle is still not there. So you don't want a sizzle to start when you are still like whipping the eggs. It does not make sense. The frying sounds have to happen when the frying is happening. So one of the ways you can add value is putting that sound where it's supposed to be. Okay, if it is like the action of using whipping the eggs, you can always get that sound as well. You can whip the eggs, get that sound. You can get that sound effect somewhere. Then you can introduce it to a video, and then that is going to totally change that video. Sometimes like let's say sometimes you are recording a video. One of the things I like with some of you when I watch your videos, some of you are very self-aware. You actually do this, you actually fix this problem. You record a video, you forget that you had muted the video. So you've talked, explaining things and things. You've talked for like 20 minutes. And then you realize that you're muted the entire time. So you're just like, oh my goodness, I am not going to repeat this stuff. One thing I've noticed you guys do, you go and do a voice over. The moment you do a voice over, it totally changes the context of the video. It is no longer silent. It is going to have sound. Just explain. You can even just go and the only problem is that you're not going to be able to read your lips, like to be able to tell what you are saying at that particular time. But you can just, I mean, sometimes there are people sometimes who are not very keen. They don't like study lips or things like that. But you can even introduce like pictures in case you are talking about something about visual editing, some of your best moments, things like that. You can introduce pictures to hide out the lips how the lips and the voiceover are not matching. But there'll be sound. Juba nice to see. There'll be sound either way. Okay, Eva Kika says, I once shot a 20-minute video and it was muted. I just deleted it. No, you could have, Eva Kika, you don't even sit down to talk in your videos. You actually record yourself cooking, you record moments in the village. You could have just done a voiceover. You could have actually just done a voiceover on top of it and then still keep the video so that you can save yourself precious time. And sometimes the voiceover may turn out to be better than even you speaking, because you know sometimes when you're speaking naturally, you're freestyling. But a voiceover you can even go and edit. You can even start putting these nice sounds. You know, this you can even exaggerate your voice a bit. You know, you can exaggerate your voice a bit, make it like sound very professional and things like that, as compared to when you're just talking directly. And sometimes when you're doing voiceovers, you're actually having the microphone close to you. So you find that even the sound from a voiceover is going to be crisp. You can actually make the voiceover sound crisper than the sound from a direct like when you're directly recording. So voiceovers are one thing that you can use to solve that particular problem, and that is part of adding value. That is part of adding value to your sound. That is part of adding value to your sound. Right. The next thing you can talk about is I've talked about audio library. I've talked about voiceovers. I've talked about you can get music. You can get music. Epidemic sound. Of course you have to pay for it, but you can. Some of you normally subscribe to this sound website. You can get some music you can use for your content from some of these websites, as long as you declare on the description box that it is licensed and you have the permission to use that particular song. That is also very important. When you are trying to like introduce sound into your content, especially if it was silent, you want to choose wisely. You cannot be doing a meditation video and you are having like some nice reggae song playing in the background. It does not. They have to speak to each other. You cannot be having a piano playing and you are trying to tell people, take a deep breath, you know, take an inhale. Guys, they are not talking to each other. So make sure even when you're selecting the sound that you're going to use on your video, make sure it matches the vibe or the kind of vibe or atmosphere you want to create when it comes to that particular video. I've explained about the voiceovers. You can talk over your videos and just become a storyteller and narrate. So guys, you can now see me. I'm getting into the car. The cloud, and then maybe your camera went and decided to like point towards the cloud. You can say, as you can see, it's a very cloudy and very cold time of the year in Nairobi. But yes, my car needs to be cleaned. Don't mind about the dirt as you are on my car. It needs to be cleaned. Oh wow, look at that policeman. The policeman has stopped the car in front of me. You know, these are things you're watching your videos and you're just explaining the story, because You are the best storyteller of your content. Don't expect us to be able to tell a story with your content. You are the best storyteller. You are the one who can narrate your content in the best way possible. So you want to actually like leverage on the power of voiceovers to tell your story. Tell your story. Hey TK, welcome TK. Nifas TV, nice to see you. You want to like use the power of storytelling to be able to tell your story. In case like you lost your audio, you can narrate and it will still work at that. Right. That is on voiceovers. You want to get a decent microphone. Sometimes when in case you have to do voiceovers, get a decent microphone, or you can use a lapel mic in case you are outside, because it focuses the sound on it focuses the sound the mouth your voice directly into the microphone, and that makes your life a bit especially makes your life a bit easy. Right. When it comes to captions, YouTube is the one platform that usually does auto captions or the subtitles automatically. But there are some softwares that actually help you like create caption on their own. I use Microsoft Clipchamp. Microsoft Clipchamp always generates for me subtitles, and it gives me an opportunity to edit them. You can also edit subtitles on YouTube. The beauty with YouTube can actually put for you captions automatically, and captions normally help people who are not people are deaf, people are not gifted, people who have the gift of hearing. So let's say like a deaf person was watching your video. A deaf person can easily read my lips. They know what I'm talking about. But a deaf person will have the easiest time when they have to rewatch my live stream and they see the captions running there. So they're reading my lips, yes, they can tell what I'm trying to say. But when they're reading the caption, it's easier for them to like say, oh, yeah, this is what he's talking about, because the captions capture it. But remember, captions are not going to be generated on a silent video. That is why sometimes when you watch people's videos and then you're trying to click on that CC part, you see nothing. Because even YouTube gave up and they're like, Goga, there is no sound on this video, stop bothering me. When you click on that CC thing, the captions thing, which is the subtitles, if a video has sounds, you will see them. If a video has no sounds, YouTube will just tell you, leave me alone. Even me, I don't know what is going on in this content. So in case you are talking, in case you're explaining things, leverage on the power of captions in terms of leverage on the power of sound, because it will automatically generate for you captions. And when you have captions on your video, it makes your content accessible even to a deaf person who cannot hear. They can easily understand what you're saying. They'll be seeing you cooking. They'll be seeing Juba frying, making fish tea. Juba is explaining what he's adding into the cooking pot. They can see that entire action going on. They can actually see that entire action going on. Yeah, captions cannot be generated for a silent video. You will never find them. When you go to I wish I could get an example of a silent video. When you go to a silent video and then you click on play, and then you click on that CC thing, let me use David Hunt. David, I'm sorry, I'm going to use you as an example. So David, I'm going to use you as an example because I'm about to finish David's playlist. So look at David's channel. This is David's channel. David is a music channel. You expect David to be playing the piano or something like that. He may not be talking much unless maybe it's a particular portion. When you go to David's video that does not have him talking anywhere, the caption thing will not be available. This CC part is not going to be available. The CC part is not going to be available. But when he's talking, it will be white. It will be white in the sense that you can hear what he's saying, even if you are not in a place that is quiet and you're watching his video and it has the caption, you can make out what he's saying in that video. But because here he's just playing the piano, it's not going to generate captions. But he's playing the piano, there is sound. And I'm going to show you how YouTube can detect that the sound is there in that content. So when you are talking, please make sure that you are always talking in your content. Make sure there is always sound in your content, especially if you are explaining things, so that it can bring in that particular aspect of. Are we clear? Let me go and check the poll. I see how people are getting annoyed, whether they are changing the results. 42% of you are saying all the time. 8% of you are saying Goga just speak to me directly. 36% of you say no, which is good, which is good. So 64% of you, we are clearly having this problem when it comes to sound. Okay. All right. Next thing we are going to talk about now, in terms of how to add value before we go to the strategic sound effects, S effects. You can be putting things like, let's say for example, like your video has like an ocean, and the waves are moving to the shore. You can get sounds from the internet and put in special effects there. Ocean sound. Boop! Just go and Google ocean sounds. You will find ocean sounds, and millions of results will come there about ocean sound. Crickets, special effect. Let's say, for example, somebody asks you an awkward question and you don't want to answer that question. You can insert sounds of a cricket. Yeah, like cricket. You can insert those kind of sounds. In case, like, let's say you want to, like, nothing of like 10 years later, a few seconds later, one eternity later. Those are effects. Those are special effects. You can sometimes let me tell you, you can buy time. Let me tell you, being a content creator is the biggest thing you can ever. It's the most beautiful thing you can have on YouTube. Let's say, for example, and I normally crack a joke with people because of this. Miss V says, I have used the ocean and water sounds on my videos. Exactly. Okay. Big Boss Lady T says, the dinosaurs in my zoo video, I used sounds from YouTube. Exactly. Let's say, for example, you left your house, you're going shopping. This is the video. You left your house, you're going shopping, and then you left your house, you're going shopping. Allow me to acknowledge these memberships. Thanks so much, Anthony Holmes, for the 26 months of trust. Thanks so much for the 7 months of trust. East African Workout Girl, thanks so much for the 11 months of trust. I don't take it for granted. May your pot brim in abundance. Thanks so much for the trust for all those months. So, for example, these are sound effects. You left your house, you are going shopping, and then between like so let's say you get into a vehicle. You get into your vehicle and then you go to like let's say you're going to the mall, right? Let's say you're going to the mall, and then somewhere in between when you got into the vehicle and the mall, you lose that video. Let's say you lose that video, or you are saying things and then you forgot that you are muted the entire time. Maybe you're explaining something, and you explain something about a building, and then let's say you forgot, you lost your audio completely from that, and then you get to the mall, and then you like start a new footage, and then they sound again. Sound effect. You get into the car, you start driving a bit, talking, and then just put that sound of effect. A few seconds later, you're already at the mall. You finish that problem, you solved it, you moved on. You solved that muted problem. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to bother the people who are going shopping to the mall. Whatever happened between the house and the mall, I don't want to focus on it because you want to focus on the shopping. You just put that sound effect. You have sound. A few seconds later, and you've moved on, and you've landed into the mall. These are ideas you can explore, so that you don't have to be condemned for having silent video. Eunice Talara, welcome Talara. Nice to see you. How is Ghana? So sound effects are very important, and there are so many sound effects. You may want to like create the effects of a sunrise. Like let's say you're waking up in the morning and you're like, I need birds. I need the sounds of birds chirping. You can get these sounds. I'm in a forest. I need the sounds of a forest. You can get these effects, the sounds of a forest. I need kids playing in the background. I need sounds of kids on a playground. You can get these sound effects on the internet, and then you can get the sounds of kids on a playground. Put it somewhere in the video. You do not need, just because you are at a playground somewhere or you are at the park. You can even get sounds of the park. What are the sounds that come from the park? A dog maybe running somewhere in the horizon. Maybe you can hear people talking. Some people ordering for ice cream from the nearby ice cream like a truck. You can get these sounds on the internet, and you can solve that place that was muted, so that you don't have a muted video on a video that could have totally been enhanced. Okay, that is one thing that you can think of. The special effects, and YouTube has a lot of these special effects on audio library that you can explore, and that's one thing that you can consider. When it comes to creating new content, including live stream, these are the things I don't want you to forget. Number one, make sure your clear primary audio is clear. If you are recording a video, are you going to do a voiceover or you're going to use your own voice? One of the things, voiceovers can be tedious, but voiceovers are the best. They give the best sound. When you're recording yourself in the moment, you're trying to avoid the pain of doing a voiceover. Sometimes we record things so that we don't have to do a voiceover. You can invest in that, especially if your microphone is very clear and you are going to be audible enough. So make sure you're very clear on your primary audio. In case I'm doing a video, am I going to do a voiceover or I'm going to like actually talk during the video? When you're recording yourself talking or even recording whatever you are doing on your channel, you have to be very clear that this video is not muted. The moment you press record, the sound is also on, so you are good to go. Like it's rolling. The sound is rolling, the picture is rolling, because you're not going to do a voiceover and things like that. In case like you're explaining something, you know that then you're going to do a voiceover. You can record the visuals. You can record now Winston's Chronicles. When Winston's Chronicles is cooking, he's always explaining things. I'm going to get the okra. I am getting my kitchen ready. Let me get this to be done. That is very easy. In case even if Winston forgot what he did in the kitchen for 1 hour, he can actually go and sit behind a microphone and narrate everything on that video without having any consequences, because it is visuals. He focuses on things, activities. I'm taking this outside. I'm going to grill. I need to go check what is in the pond. Look at my garden for a bit. You can explain those particular things, especially if you're doing something. But if you're like an interviewer, if you're interviewing somebody, that is going to be a nightmare. The audio has to be there, because you cannot go and say, Goga was speaking to Big Boss Lady T at the Sunday service. Now Big Boss Lady T was muted. Now, Goga, can you go and tell Big Boss Lady T to do for you a voiceover? What the hell is that? It cannot happen. So for an interview, the audio has to be clear. The audio has to, so in case you do interviews on your channel, like Simone TV, one of the things that interviewers do, me being one of them at the Sunday service, I have to make sure that I meet the guest before the Sunday service to confirm that. The one thing we normally confirm is that the audio is working. Because even if the video fails us during the Sunday service and the audio is there, communication is going to happen. People can forgive you for bad video, but people will never forgive you for audio. That is one thing I learned, I think, on YouTube a long time ago. Yeah, and you can always tell when your sound is still there, even if you're blurry or something like that, but people can hear you, they tend to stay because we are still communicating. Sorry guys, can you hear me? Guys, am I blurry? Guys, sorry about my internet, but can you hear me? We lost power there temporarily. People can still communicate. But in case your visuals is there and they can't hear you, they'll be like, we don't know what Goga is saying. We are out. Right. So make sure you're very clear on your primary source of audio. And then captions are very clear. In case you want a video to appeal even to people who are not gifted with the gift of hearing, then you have to make sure that the captions come in. Even if let's say you're not talking, you can even insert captions that like saying chopping sounds, phone rings. You can even add things like that to like, especially the activities. You can say grinding ginger or something like that. Blending something. So you can put like the blender noise or something like that. You can even add those kind of sounds. when you're watching Netflix or when you're watching TV and it has subtitles, don't you always see them putting those particular things? But subtitles is another conversation we'll have another day, and I think that's a conversation we can have on another day. But you can augment your audio with those kind of brackets describing those sounds that are happening, so that you are catering for the audience who may be visually gifted, but they're not they're impaired when it comes to hearing, and that can help your kids. And then, as I said, when you are doing live streams, to be very specific, always check your audio. One thing I like with StreamYard has totally improved the audio thing, that you can tell. You can nowadays in StreamYard you can tell whether the audio is working or not. You can tell whether the audio is working or not, and it works out. Hey, Johnny Small Pepper, welcome, buddy. Thanks so much for the sharing me out. Thanks so much for that. So when you come on a live stream, the first thing you should just ask people, guys, can you hear me? Guys, is there an echo? Guys, is the music louder than me? So even things like music, if I'm playing music on a live stream, always clarify from people, is the music louder than, can you hear the music more, or you can hear my voice more? So you want to find a balance where your music is just below your voice. Okay? So that whatever you are saying is more like important than, like, let me give a practical example. Listen to this. I'm coming back to this. So listen, let's do this social experiment right now. Hi guys. The secrets we will show. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and join the dog flow. When we're not learning, we're stretching, getting loose. Go, got try together. Social experiment. Welcome to Go Back Slow. Can you hear me? Patrick, can you hear me? I'm trying to stream about the secrets we will show. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and join the dog flow. When we're not learning, we're stretching, getting loose. Go, got try together, we yearning to reach for the moon. Perfect experiment. The music is so loud, and I'm trying to like communicate to people. So you have to like make sure that you find that intricate balance between, ask people whether they can hear you. If the music is too loud, let them reduce the music. Some people like playing music on their channel. So some people normally play music. Guys, just because you're playing music does not mean that you're supposed to be, even just because you enjoy a certain song does not mean that everybody else is enjoying it. It may be actually torture to some people, because they're trying, you are talking to them. Your music is so loud, they can barely make out what you are saying. And there you are on a live stream. Always clarify always seek clarification from the audience. And they are always on the chat. You can just ask them, guys, can you hear me good? Another thing that happens, echoes, things like echoes. Pay attention to that. Let me give a social experiment right now. I'm going to share something on my live stream, and I want to see the reactions on the chat. Practicals today. We're just doing practicals here. Watch this. I am so glad to see you, Tonya. Oh my goodness, it's been a minute. Guys, can you hear me? A long minute. I see Tulip's Corner. Guys, can you hear me? David Hunt, how you doing? How is Okra? I'm sure you can. Guys, what is happening on the chat right now? What is happening on the chat right now? Can you tell me what is the problem? What is going on right now? What is going on right now? Correct my problem right now. What is happening? I need an answer on the chat. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? So let's see. Kanini Kanene, how you doing, Kanini? Okay. Winston, how you doing? How you doing, Winston? Yeah, what is going on? Simone says too much, too much. What is happening? Lady, somebody clarify what is happening. What is going on? What is too much? Then I will get rid of it. And then Latonya says, yes, I'm going to return. Yes, you have. There's an name for it. In a minute. Like, turn off one of the volumes. Like, yes, there's an getting a whiff of you being on a live stream. You've been on a chat. Because I would have known. In a minute. There's an echo because I'm projecting a tab and it is not muted. Exactly. So I need to go no, there are not two tabs that are open at the same time. It is just one tab that was open, but I was sharing that tab on StreamYard. So StreamYard is sharing the tab on my live stream. So my live stream is playing, StreamYard is playing. The sound system is just confused. It's like, what is happening here? People will tell you those things. Hey, Goga, there's an echo. Can you shut one of the tabs? There's an echo. But some of you, normally, you are so lost in your own world, you're not even paying attention to your chat. People will always tell you when there's a problem with sound because it annoys them, it irritates them. And that is now engagement 101. It irritates them. It's like they're like, oh my God, I want to get. Goga, can you stop whatever is happening? The echo is gone. The echo is gone. So be asking for things like that. Is there an echo? Is there an echo? Is there like this and this and this and this? Another thing that can cause an echo. Big boss, Goga, is that what was happening when I was talking to you that time? No, when you open like so Big boss, what happened is because we had multiple devices open. You had joined StreamYard with your laptop and you had joined StreamYard with your phone. It is chaos. It's going to be chaos like crazy. And that's why it's also important to like also check when you're like on a live stream, for example. I know some of us like watching ourselves. There are some of you. Some of us we just like watching ourselves when we are on live stream. It's like, oh, let me get my phone. I have like a lot of devices. You're watching yourself and your video is like at 50%. You are talking to people on this phone. You're watching yourself on this phone so that you can read the chat because you're seated in bed. There is a double sound, and you're not paying attention to that because if the phone where you are reading the chat, the sound is on, that sound is going to be projected to the other side. So there'll be double sounds there. So you always have to remember, in case you ever want to watch, in case you just want to watch yourself, in case you ever want to watch, in case you want to watch yourself on your phone while you are live with another phone, just go and get like a headset. Go and get a headset, plug it onto the phone that you are using. It will kill that sound because that sound will go to the headset and it will not be projected on the speaker of the other device. Or you completely reduce the volume on this device where you're watching like your messages. Totally kill that sound, like reduce the volume because guys, you are live. You don't need to hear yourself, but you can see you want to read the chats, right? You don't need to hear yourself. Like, yeah, we already know your voice. Yeah, we know you have an amazing voice. You don't need to listen to yourself. Why do some of you just love the sound of your own voice in your own live stream? Why do you want to listen to yourself? Just reduce. I mean, you're alone there. We can hear you. So you don't need to listen to yourself. What further validation do you need? Reduce the volume completely. Talk to the people so that the sounds are not like mixing themselves up. All right. That's another mistake that people normally do. So preparation is very important. Always ask people. Guys, can you hear me well? Guys, is there an echo? That's another thing you can always ask. Is there an echo? Sometimes you can know there's an echo because you're like, Goga, you have many tabs open. Sometimes I'm playing somebody's video on another device. Sometimes some of you have your television set up, you have your television set on. So the TV is playing something and you're trying to talk to people here and you're asking somebody something on the chat. It's like, Sissy, I was watching your premiere yesterday. Sissy can barely hear you because the television noise is like insane. Yeah. So I'm like, Goga, am I going to listen to your television set or am I going to listen to you asking me questions? So you have to remember that sound can be very irritating. Ask people whether they can hear you. Ask people whether there's clarity. Ask people. Sometimes it is too low. You also have to remember if the sound is too low, YouTube will not be able to pick it for you. Sometimes some of you, your volume is too low. Increase the volume because sometimes our phones are normally like the volume is very low. Increase the volume so that people can be able to hear what you're saying. Increase the volume. It's important because one of the reasons we have sound in our content is communication. Can somebody type communication on the chat? Hey, Tonya, welcome, Tonya. Communication, it's very key. We do sound for communication and to cement what we already say. So Make sure you clarify these things before you start. So anytime you go live, ask people, number one, can you hear me? They'll tell you, yes, we can hear you. Number two, and if they tell you no, if they tell you no, you can ask them, how did you know? How did you how did you hear what I asked you? Yeah, sometimes of course there are people I joke with. I say no, I can't hear you. But of course, how did like, Goga? Then how did you know that? And that's whether you can hear me. So communication is very important. Communication, communication, communication. That is what that is the essence of sound. In addition to the video, you may be cooking the best okra stew. You may be cooking the best chicken. You may be having the most engaging conversation on your video. You may be taking us to the most beautiful place in the world. But if we cannot hear what is going on there, keep your video to yourself and the algorithm will bury you together with it. So communication is very important. Communication is very important. Last thing I can add there before I show you the practicals. These one I've already talked about. So for example, in case, and these guys, and I want you, if you forget everything I'm going to say in this class, just remember this part. In case it is really necessary for you not to talk, in case it is really, let me add that one. In case it is really necessary for you not to talk, there has to be context. I'm going back to my friend David Hunt. David Hunt is playing the piano. There is context. It is music. What did he call his video? He called his video Quiet Time Piano. Quiet Time Piano. Like, yes, it is quiet, but there's a piano playing. There is context. We don't need to hear his voice, but it is Quiet Time Piano. We can hear the piano sounds. Kanini Kanene cannot just decide to start working out. We are just seeing we are just seeing like her throwing legs, shoot, dance, move. She can actually be doing that. But if there's no music, there is nothing. There's even no explanation. We are just seeing things happening. We just seeing things are opening. There has to be context. There has to be clarification. She can say, guys, I'm doing my cardio, so I'm going to turn this music up so that you can see the moves I'm making. So she may start doing some moves like that. I'm stretching the side body. 1, 2. Yeah, so she has to like give it context. She cannot just be exercising without context. So in case there is context, then it is allowed. Meditation videos. I can be quiet. Maybe the only voice you will hear is maybe the music or that ambient sound that is playing in the background. Something like that. It gives it context. So, but you have to state that clearly. ASMR, I've talked about ASMR. If you are doing a live stream and it is silent and you want people to hear ASMR sounds, can you be very clear that it is ASMR on the title and even explain it there? It can be something like rain sounds for better sleep ASMR. Rain sounds for better sleep ASMR. It can be something like soft snoring sounds. I don't want to mention that man's name again. The girl was snoring. Soft snoring sounds for relaxation or something like that. That one the context is there. There is sound. It can be frying or cooking sounds or sounds from the kitchen or something like that. It can be sizzle. You're frying eggs. You're frying like French fries or something like that. They are sizzling sounds from the kitchen. You know. Title Pro, welcome. Signature, welcome. Title Pro may be like chasing raccoons in his garden. There'll be natural sounds there. Birds are making noise. Raccoons are passing through his okra farm. Things like that. There is context. Even if it is silent, even if Title Pro leaves us with the camera in his shamba, we can hear sounds happening. We can hear birds making. We can hear birds. We can hear raccoons are busy running around the garden or things like that. We can hear squirrels. Their sounds. ASMR. It has context. Don't put your videos on permanent silence. Give them context. Give them context. If it's ASMR, it is ASMR. If it is mukbang sounds, you just want to come and sit in front of your camera and don't talk to people, but you want to eat your chicken. Helen Akoya, I'm speaking to you. You want to come and eat your chicken. Just come and sit with your big chicken, but you want people to hear the chewing sounds. Get your chicken, get your microphone, sit there with your chicken, start. Then you'll hear those chewing sounds. You can start calling it mukbang live stream with chewing sounds. There we go. Chewing sounds. You're actually chewing sound. So people are just hearing you chewing sounds. You're chewing like bones. You're chewing things. They can just hear the chewing sound. Okra. Yeah, like the Crooked Peach was busy eating okra on her live stream. Crooked Peach can actually just come and start chewing okra for David Hunt's entertainment. And then you just hear them. You can hear those sounds of like, the biting, those kind of things. There are people who just get a high on listening to those kind of sounds. But you're giving them an extra thing. They're watching you eat, and they can see you busy eating that chicken, and they can hear the sounds of you devouring that chicken. The chicken is not being eaten in silence. There is some noise to eating the chicken. That video is not going to be silent. That live stream is not going to be silent. In case, like, let's say you are Judith, run with me, welcome. In case Judith is like sewing, Judith has a machine where she normally like makes clothes and things like that. It can be a silent live stream where she's just making the clothes. You can hear the sewing machine making sounds. That becomes ASMR. Even though she does not speak, she can just call it sewing machine sounds, or maybe sewing machine sounds, or something like that, dressmaking sounds or something like that. It becomes an ASMR video instantly. So there are situations where there is context. So make sure you understand the context, and then that will help you improve the video tremendously. Okay. Make sure even the thumbnail. So the title the title will explicitly state that this is an ASMR video. Relaxing piano sounds for studying. Relaxing piano sounds for better sleep. ASMR rain sounds to clear the mind, or something like that. There's only sound. Ocean sounds for better sleep, or white noise ocean sounds for better sleep. Something like that. Meditating with ocean sounds. Miss V NYC, am I getting somewhere? Meditating with ocean sounds. That gives it context completely. And then make sure the thumbnail, make sure the title, and make sure that the captions still give that context. Ocean sounds playing, or something like that. Ocean sounds are playing, or something like that. And that will make the video pop. As I said, those are things that you need to focus on. The key takeaways, and I'm going to summarize this before we go to the practicals. Number one, never upload pure silence on YouTube. It is channel suicide, as Simone was saying up there. Never upload pure silence on YouTube. You're not doing anybody any favor. That is going to be a channel suicide, because the algorithm is not going to promote that particular stuff. Number two, always provide audio value. In case you realize you have a video or a live that is silent, go and edit it even on YouTube Studio. It will end up giving it audio value. You can add music even to a video that you've already uploaded. Number three, captions. Leverage on the power of captions. Remember, captions support your sound. So in case you are talking on your video, the captions are going to even make somebody who is hearing impaired will be able to follow your content. Number four, I said, test audio before you do live streams. test audio, use your audience to be able to give you that confirmation whether your audio is fine, so that it is very clear. It is very clear. Be very explicit in what you are doing. If you are doing like ASMR and you don't and the no dialogue is very intentional, you can say that this is going to be an ASMR, this is going to be soft music for relaxing, this is going to be like mukbang sounds for entertainment or something like that, and make sure that your metadata, your thumbnail, and your description are easily saying that particular thing. Right. So when there is sound, there is going to be engagement. When there is engagement, there's going to be watch time. When there's going to be watch time, the algorithm loves that particular stuff. It will promote that video because it ticks all those boxes. It ticks all those boxes. Now, to answer one question that one of you asked, this is why you can never play somebody's videos on silent. One of you was asked, why do we lose watch hours yet people are running our playlists? It's because they're running your playlist on mute. They've muted your playlist. They've muted YouTube when they're running your playlist. Never mute anybody's playlist when you are supporting them. Never do that. They will not get any watch hours from it. YouTube can detect that you're watching a you're watching a video on silent because you've muted it. You've muted it. So you want to like, in case you are really working, or maybe you are going to sleep and you're playing somebody on your TV, or let's say I like using the computer or the phone because that's what we use most of the time. Don't mute the YouTube app. You can mute the device, you can mute the computer, the laptop. What do you call this thing? You can mute the laptop. The laptop normally has the mute button, so I can just go and press the mute button on the laptop. Instantly, it will still add. The watch hours will still add because I have not muted YouTube. So don't mute somebody's playlist. I think this is easier to show an example. Don't watch people's playlists like this. So this is David Ant's playlist. Don't go and do this. The moment you do this, even if you watch David Ant, even if you watch, I'm finishing his 246 videos playlist. Even if you watch his entire playlist, and 246 videos means I've given him like about 240 watch hours. He's not going to get those 240 watch hours. Let's say if they are all 1 hour each. So if you mute the video, YouTube is not going to add that watch because YouTube rewards everything. A viewer must be interested in an audio. The moment you mute this, it doesn't treat it like a view. It doesn't treat it because the viewer is not getting that particular experience. So I'm adding another commandment here to many other commandments. Thou shalt never mute somebody's playlist directly on the YouTube app. You can mute your device. But you shall not go and click on that. Stay away from this microphone. Stay away from this thing. Don't click on this thing unless it's just temporary because you are like talking to somebody and then you continue. But avoid clicking on this thing. The other option, in case like you're watching different people, you are like on 10 live streams at the same time, and you want to hear what David Ant is asking you something. Tulip's Corner, you are on Tulip's Corner live stream. Tulip's Corner is talking to you there. Darani Madao is talking to you. And then you see, let me say, so Darani Madao is talking to you. Then Techie Dice is talking to you. Techie Dice, welcome to my live stream. Thank you so much for coming in. Techie Dice is talking to you. Eva Kika is talking to you. Miss VNYC is asking you things there on the other side. So the moment multiple people are talking, you're on multiple live streams, chances are high you're not going to get any communication. So you'll end up muting those people. The best practice is, in case like you're on David Ant's live stream and let's say David is not talking much, you can just come to this thing, take it to the lowest volume. Make sure it doesn't put that thing of this. Just take it to the lowest, like you can put it like there, just at the tip, so that you can increase the volume on the live stream that you are talking, the person you are talking to. Okay, so you can put this completely on the lowest volume so that at least the view sticks and that experience does not get lost. So never click on that thing to be completely muted. Is that clear? Never click on that thing to be completely muted. Always just reduce the volume completely, or just mute your device. Mute your device in case it's really necessary. For me, I don't even like muting my device. I put my device on volume number 2. So I just go to my laptop and then I just click on the volume. The good thing with my laptop, I can reduce it. I don't put it. It has like it has even numbers. So it is 0, 2, 4, like that. So I reduce it all the way to number 2. Then I go and sleep. I can barely hear anything on volume number 2. I never even hear anything on volume number 2. Another thing, in case you don't want to mute your device, you can put your earphones. Just insert your earphones on your laptop or insert your earphones on your phone. I know some of you normally support people using your phones. Insert a headset. Insert the headset on your phone, and then just leave your phone there. Let it continue running the live stream or whatever it is. You will not even hear any sound. You can be talking to your family. You can be doing other things around the house without that sound, but just by inserting a headset. Those are tricks you can be using to support people without muting them. So don't mute anybody's live stream. Don't mute anybody's video. Even videos are like affected. Never mute somebody's video when you're watching their video. For the view to stick, you want the entire experience. You want the entire experience. Put the device video on me. But for a phone, you can reduce the volume as well. But just make sure that you don't go and click on that speaker, that speaker thing on YouTube. Never click on it. Never click on it. So videos also go through the same thing. As much as you may be supporting somebody's videos, you may be supporting somebody's like live stream, try to avoid muting those things directly on the YouTube app. I don't even know I'm teaching you these things. This should almost be illegal, but that is how you navigate the sound situation. Another thing, now that you know you're not supposed to be doing videos on silent. When somebody does videos purely on silent and you're watching their playlist, when you're watching, and I want you guys to go and test this. When you're watching somebody's silent live streams, let's say somebody has just done silent live streams and they have a silent playlist. There's no sound, there's nothing happening on that playlist. You will get to a part when you're watching that playlist and it will start doing that buffering thing. How many of you have seen that thing? The screen goes black. You're watching a playlist, the screen goes black and it starts doing this. I know some of you have seen this happen when you're watching somebody's playlist. That means they had a purely silent playlist, or you're watching a silent stream that was purely silent. There was no sound. So it will get to some point, it will start doing that buffering thing like this. And then you come and you're wondering, what is happening here? Yeah. Go and check, go and probe those videos. You will notice most of them were silent. Most of them were silent. Yeah. You may, and then you start saying, am I having internet problems? It is not your internet problem. It is the person's content. They are doing silent videos and you're trying to support their silent videos, and then it just freezes. So you go and sleep, you're thinking, oh, I'm supporting Juba's playlist. Oh, I'm supporting so-and-so's playlist. You have gone to sleep. Then you wake up and you find that it stopped at like a video somewhere and it's just buffering. Your internet is perfect, everything else is running, but their video is stuck at that black screen with a circle going round and round and round. Don't record your videos on silent. Don't record your videos on silent. That is the effect it's going to have when people are trying to support you. Right. So that is one thing that you have to like record. The people have been asking me, Goga, but why you Goga, you want to hear the sounds of the things we are doing? No. If you really have to put sounds, yes, thank you so much, devotionals from the fountain. That overlapping thing, yeah, it will keep doing that, especially if the videos are silent. In case like you say, but Goga, people are going to hear me talking to my husband. Goga, people are going to hear my baby crying. Goga, people are going to hear my dog, like me chasing my dog in the house, and I'm a very decent person. in case you're one person who has those kind of insecurities, do what Sisi has just said on the comment, the one that I've highlighted. Keep your earbuds plugged onto your phone. Leave your live stream there running. It is better than you clicking on that mute button on a live stream. Never click on, in case you are doing those like in case you are doing those live streams, like let's say uh you've left your phone facing the garden or the road outside your house or your apartment, and then don't mute it. Don't click on that mute. Thou shall never click on that mute thing unless you are talking to like somebody. Like let's say for example, like I'm here, and then let's say the Secret Service now says, Mr. President, you want you to like do, I'll mute. That muting is for temporarily, so that you don't want people to hear, like let's say, a private conversation. I may be like releasing some, I may be like making some, I may be making like some very scandalous receipts, and I don't want people to hear that. So you only mute maybe when it's going to like temporary, and it's very temporary because maybe I'm like somebody speaking to me in the house, or maybe I'm being asked something here and I need to respond to it without you guys necessarily being part of that conversation. You can mute temporarily, but don't go and sleep. You've left your phone there running, and you've left us with your aquarium in the aquarium in your house, and then you've decided to mute the live stream. There is no sound. There is no sound coming from that. There is no sound in that video. It is a silent. It's a silent live stream. So plug on, put your earbuds, or put your earphones, or put your headset, and then put your headset, and then let it run. Let it run. Juba says, what about if you mute your mic? That is what I'm telling people. Don't do it. You only mute when you have to like say attend to a private conversation. Never mute your mic unless it's really necessary. That mute thing, those of you do those, and anyway, but in this time and age, you're not even supposed to be doing silent live streams because YouTube is already punishing us for it. But in case you are still finding innovation around silent live streams, never mute your mic. Let us hear let those natural sounds play. Those sounds in the room, it can be the generator outside, it can be the vehicles in the background, or things like that. Otherwise, if it is silent, you are going to jeopardize that particular content. Let me say that there are a few questions on the chat before I answer. Tonya, what did you ask? Tonya, I don't see your question. Helen, what did Tonya ask? I think I missed it. Fini TV Media, welcome, Fini. Thanks so much for coming in. How do you turn on monetization when you are going live? You go to the studio. Or when you're going live on vertical, you have to like click on advanced settings, and then you click on enable monetization. But the best way of making money when you are going live on vertical, you have to go to the desktop version of your studio on Chrome. Then you go and put those aggressive ads, turn them all on. Turn on all those aggressive ads, and then people will get multiple ads on your video. Okay. Tony, I cannot spot your question. I don't know what you asked. Let me see. Let me see whether I can spot what did Tonya ask? Okay. Let's see, channel activity. Tonya asked. Okay, if I'm live streaming and one comes or stays for long, will I get watch hours? If I'm live streaming and one comes or stays for long, will I get watch hours? Yes. Watch hours are based on how long people are able to stay on your live stream. So if you have 10 people staying on your live stream for 3 hours, you've gotten 30 watch hours. If you have 10 people staying on your live stream for 10 minutes and you have done a 3-hour live stream, yeah, the watch hours are going to be less. So you have to look at your analytics. That's what I was talking about last week. Some of the mistakes content creators make on their channel. The topic that was sponsored by Winston's Chronicles. Those are the mistakes. Helen Akoya says, what if babies are crying like my chaotic morning streams? We want those babies to cry, but Helen, yours is understandable. Babies are crying. Babies are very sensitive content on YouTube. Babies, minors, you don't want. YouTube is very sensitive around kids. Uh, Helen, I like the fact that you mute when the kids start crying because that can get you into problems with YouTube. Because you know YouTube has rules around minors. YouTube has rules around minors on a live stream. So it's oh, Tonya, you have asked a question now properly. If I'm live streaming and no one comes or stays long, will I still get watch hours? No, you will not get watch hours. Watch hours are based on how long you're able to retain people on your live stream. If no one comes to your live stream and you're just there alone, but don't worry, YouTube is normally so nice. YouTube will never make you. YouTube will never show you zero people watching. YouTube will never show you zero people. It will just tell you one person watching. It will even just add you there, just to make you feel okay. You can stay for 3 hours, but if there's nobody watching, you're not getting any watch hours from it. But if you are like let's say you are on live stream for 3 hours and Kanini Kanene is watching you and Kanini Kanene stays on that live stream for 3 hours, you'll get 3 watch hours. You'll get 3 watch hours. You'll get 3 watch hours. And in case, and that is why I always tell you guys, raid, because when somebody raids you and you are asleep, the way Blessed Life Journey normally does it. I like how or the way Simone TV did it the other day, on Saturday. When let's say we are on Simone TV's live stream, when Simone TV was interviewing that lady on Saturday, then Simone decided to raid Blessed Life Journey. Then Blessed Life Journey decided to raid Dean White. We were being transported as sleep raiders. So in case like Blessed Life Journey, Goga is asleep snoring in his bed, but because Goga was watching Blessed Life Journey on his laptop, and then Blessed Life Journey decides to send you to Judith Run with me, we are going to be transported to that live stream and we are going to be watching that live stream whether we like it or not, because we are there. We've been raided there. Our devices have been raided there. So we actually supporting while you are asleep. So Tonia's, when people raid you and you are like, when people raid, even the sleep raiders are thrown to your live stream, you will get the watch hours because their device was there watching you. It is assumed that they were watching. They were raided, so it's going to count as watch hours. So those are important things that you have to like know. Judith said, what about the music around the ground? Yeah, we want to hear the sound. In case there is music and you know it's going to get you into copyright, then that's a different story. But even if music is playing and it's like if music is very far, YouTube does not know how to pick those things as copyright. If the music is too far, like it cannot make out the lyrics and things like that, you will not get any copyright claim. I have sat in restaurants and I've done a live stream and I've never gotten a copyright claim, and there was music playing in that restaurant because the YouTube systems are not able to pick that music clearly. So I did not get into trouble for those videos. I did not get any copyright claims on those videos. But if the music is too clear, you are at a restaurant and you go and actually sit next to where the radio is, you're going to get copyright claims because the systems can pick out, this is Jason Derulo playing, this is Mariah Carey, this is Lady Gaga. They can pick out, it can pick out those things, and it can make the necessary copyright claims. So you have to make sure that also the sounds are not like very clear. Stay away from, and that's why I always say when music starts playing, don't panic. If it is not too like loud, if it's just like in the vicinity, let's say like there's a vehicle, a roadshow vehicle passes and then there is music playing there, that will not get you into trouble because the systems can barely pick it. They can barely pick it. But if you are doing a workout like Kanini Kanene, let me use as an example again. If Kanini Kanene decides to do a workout and this is the time she goes and downloads, gets all these nice like workout music videos, she's going to be slapped with copyright claims left, right, and center because YouTube does not like that. But you can get your own music. Nowadays there's AI. You can generate your own music, and it helps you avoid those particular problems. Right. I think I've answered that question. Let me now go to the practical. Miss V had asked. Miss V had asked how you can add a video to add music to a video that is already existing on YouTube. That is what I'm going to do next. So, Juba says, most of the time I do my live stream, I'm on the road, and sometimes it is nice. So I have to, sometimes it is noisy, so I have to mute my mic. Juba, the good thing with your live streams, you just mute it temporarily. You never mute it for long. It's normally you just mute it when the vehicles are passing and then. But if you are doing your live stream, you are seated in the shop and you mute it the entire time, it does not make sense. It's better you not doing a live stream because then it's not like there's no communication happening. But if it's just those temporary, like, oh, there's a lot of noise now on the road, let me just let me mute it a bit so that the noise passes. But let me tell you, sometimes that noise is what people want to hear. So let the noise happen. You just stop yourself. And then sorry guys about the noise. I've done a live where the plane is passing. Uh the plane is passing. I'm like, guys, give me a minute. Let's wait for the plane to pass, and then it's gone. It's gone. So only mute when it's necessary. Don't pressure yourself. Only mute when it's necessary. Right. This is Miss V NYC and the rest. This is now how you edit a video that is existing. I'm going to share my studio. Where's my studio? Hold on. I'm going to share my studio. So I'm using my laptop. So it's always easy doing this on a laptop. Okay, so I'm going to share my laptop. Not my. I'm going to share my. I'm going to share my studio, not my laptop. Some of you are going to say, "Okay, you said you're giving us your laptop." No, I'm not giving you my laptop. I'm sharing my studio. So I'm on my studio. I'm going to click on content. So I'm going to use a live stream and I'm going to use a video. I'm going to use a live stream and a video so that you guys can see. Let me start with the live stream. I'm going to use the Sunday service. I wish I had one of my loop videos from. I wish I had one of my loop videos from the past. Okay, so look at this, for example. This is my studio. I'm going to pick this live stream that I did this morning. I'm currently doing a 10-day yoga challenge. So I'm going to pick why is this video private? What is this? Okay, why is it private? Should be unlisted. Okay, it's upcoming. So let me pick this yoga video from this morning. I hope it has processed. So I'm going to click on the pencil. Remember, always click on the pencil. When you click on the pencil, come down to the editor. This part. Click on the editor. Now, when you're on the editor, I want you to scroll. Are you seeing this part? Let me see whether I can zoom so that you can see. Are you seeing this part where there is like this audio thing? I want you to look at this part and I want you to look at what is going on the screen here. Are you seeing this part? Are you seeing this part? This is you, like it's like you want to edit the video. Now look at there's the dollar sign, there is the video itself, and then there is the audio. YouTube is telling me that this entire video had audio. If this part is blank, it means you have a silent video. So you want to check. YouTube can easily tell that you have audio on a video. And it is there. You can see that part. You can see it is very clear. It is very clear whether you have audio. If you have audio, it will show there. It will show. Hey, Fluffy Diva, welcome, Fluffy Diva, welcome to class. Those of you who are doing practicals with me, have you seen this part on your channel? Elsie Knight, you did not raid yesterday. Elsie Knight, I waited for you to raid, but you went to sleep. Elsie Knight, we are going to. I hear you know how to raid, but yesterday I did not see you raid. I left you running on my live stream. I woke up, I found you had ended. I was not sent to the next person. Elsie Knight, I'm always in the bush. Elsie Knight, I want an apology. What happened yesterday? Why did you not raid? So are you seeing that part, guys, where we are seeing that gray part? Pay attention to the gray part. Hey, Anabu, welcome, Anabu. Great live stream today, by the way. A&I family, welcome, A&I. Nice to see you. I see Ifeanyi, see cool, welcome. Elsie, just keep laughing there. You did not trade yesterday, and I know. Nobody even reported you to me. I was just watching you there laughing on your live stream. I was like, this lady now knows how to raid. I should not worry about. So only to be disappointed. I will start charging people fines for not raiding. I will start charging. Every night you owe me $2. Every night you will have to start paying me $2 for every moment that I know you've not traded. This is how I'm going to become rich, because when you notice that Google is going to be profiting, you guys will be raiding more often. I will start charging $2 for anybody who does not trade. You when you come to my live stream, I'll be asking you for my money. Give me my money. You did not trade. Give me my money. You did not trade. That's what I'll start doing so that some people can start taking this seriously. I went to Betty's Corner. What do you mean you went to Betty's Corner? Did you go like there with your? Did you go with Uber? You did not trade us there. I was not sent there. I wasn't thrown automatically. Anyway, those are receipts. Mr. Ifeanyi Sikul, welcome. Red Room. Did anything I trade? Because Red Room, you're on that live stream. Red Room, you are there trying to tell her not to convert you and things like that. Red Room, are you there? Did she raid? Because I was not thrown there. I woke up, I found the live stream had ended. Solving domestic issues with Elsie. Auntie Marge, welcome, Auntie Marge. So, pay attention to this part. When you open any video, YouTube can tell that you have audio on a video. Now, in case you have a silent video, and don't delete that video. Just come to your editor and then click on this part, audio. It will give you options. It will give you options to add audio, and it will ask you for your library. On your library, you can you can be having some tracks that you've saved. Mostly, it will only allow you to put YouTube the audio library tracks. So let's go. So you can go to like audio library on YouTube. You can search for like a particular song. You can search for the duration. And let's say if the video was silent and I want you to just have a song the entire time, I can just come here and then I say I want to get a song of like okay, the maximum is 5 minutes. And then you apply. So you can be applying like different songs. So let's say for example this video did not have any sound and I want to add audio. You can just add songs like this. That's already the first song. You come and add this other one there. You drag it somewhere here. You come, drag the cursor, come and add a third song. There. There we go. Okay, and you can reduce the volume so that it does not overpower. You can reduce the volume so that it does not overpower your sound. You come here and so you can add songs until the end. The beauty YouTube has all these songs. So just go and look for the songs you want, save them as put a star on them, and then they become your library. Then you just come and add songs here until the end. You keep adding. The only problem with this is that you cannot add your own song. It wants you to only add the YouTube song. So you keep adding the songs until you are done. You'll find that this was a 1-hour video. So by the time I finish adding all these songs up to the end, so remember I'm just moving like this up to the end. And then the moment you click on save, if this video was silent, even though it did not have any voice, by the time I save this video, it is going to have music. Music is better than a silent video. Hey, mamas! Welcome, mamas. How are you doing, mamas? Thanks so much for coming in. Yeah. Thank you. Redzum says, Goga, I want in. I'll write out anybody as long as I get change from it. Yeah, Redzum, please be reporting the people don't trade, and then we can be making money. Service! Mix Up Kitchen. Welcome, Service. Thanks so much for coming in. Elsie did not trade. The fear of Goga shall be the beginning of raiding. I always watch these things from the bushes and people think I think I'm joking. So you can be adding songs like this. Hey, Favor the Nurse, welcome, Favor the Nurse, my sister. You can be adding these songs until like you are done. So you come here, like if the video was like 30 minutes, you see I've already gotten songs for and you want to avoid these songs that have this attribution, because those songs can get you into problems. You can add, you do that, and then you just drag these songs up to where you want them to be. So I'm already like, I'm only, the longer the song, the better it is for you. So try to look for songs that are like 5 minutes and stuff. So you can even come here and then say, give me songs that are 5 minutes. So just drag this thing up to, yeah, 5 minutes, apply. So it will give you songs that are 5 minutes plus. So you just come and start adding this, because this one's at least a bit longer. This one is even 6 minutes. You can add this one. You see, it's longer. It even gives us like a longer duration there. So 5 minutes plus. Now we start looking for something longer. This one is 7 minutes. Oh my God, you can even find like one for 9 minutes. Add it there. You see that it's longer. It's buying me more time so that I can ensure the entire video is not silent at any particular point. Like, come look for this. I want one that is 30 minutes. I usually have a video that is 30 minutes. There is one. Let me search for it. Kevin McLeod always has very long songs. Let me see. Yeah, you see, I got one for 21 minutes. You just click on this one, you add it. Look at that. I've gotten a 21-minute song there, and it has finished for me that entire video. That video is no longer going to be silent. That video has a lot of, like songs. It has a lot of like songs lined up there. There's a lot of songs. It has a lot of songs lined up there, and they can be edited. You just click on these three dots on the song, and you can reduce the volume. Maybe you make the volume a little, and then you save. The moment you save that video has it has music. That video has music. So we are not going to be doing silent videos anymore. We are going to actually improve your videos, add value to your videos. The 1 hour, this 1 hour video, I've just gone and used the YouTube editor to add music to that entire video. So in case this video was silent, it was totally silent, there is now music throughout that entire video, and I've solved my problem. Then you click on save. What are the disadvantages of silent live stream? We just talked about that favor. We talked about how YouTube does not promote those videos. They don't work. And that's what we are trying to discourage people from doing, silent live streams. There are no advantages algorithmically. And so guys, pay attention to this. So these are tracks you can save. Go and look for your favorite audio tracks, and then you can be using them to improve. Or if you have silent videos on your channel, go and layer them with music. Especially those ones that music is valid. But if your videos are not silent, if your videos are not silent, you will be seeing this gray. I don't know what. Ragus, welcome, Ragus. Nice to see you, Ragus. Can you tell me the meaning of this in music? This shows that there is something playing. There is audio in your content. If your video is silent, you will not see this thing. You will not see this thing at all. It will just be blank, and that is how YouTube knows that you are doing silent live streams, because it can detect there is no audio on your videos. So pay attention to this. So those of you who have like silent live streams, those of you who have like loops that never used to have sound but just visuals, this is how they were able to detect that you don't have any sound. It is not adding value. They're not going to promote that content. So pay attention to this part. They can detect that you have audio or not. Okay. So make sure you check this particular part, and then make sure that you make those edits. Miss V, have I answered your question? Yes. You have that also in music players. However, if there is no sound, there is no line or bar like that at all. Yes, Ragas, thank you so much for clarifying that. Um, Ragas is in the business of music, so I trust his judgment on this. So let me say that I have a silent. Let me say that I have a silent. I kicked myself out of the live. Let me see if I have a silent video somewhere that you can use for demonstration purposes. Let me see. I think I have a silent video. Let me see that I have a silent video. Let me start the changes. I must be having a silent video somewhere. Let me see whether I can. Let me see that. Let me look for private videos. The ones I put on YouTube is stated. This new policy of advertising us. Private. Nothing of this. Yeah. Let me listed me listed videos. Yeah. And one unlisted video here should be silent. I don't do silent. I'm a bit apprehensive whether I'll even get whether I'll even get one. Just give me like a minute. Let me check. Yikes! I don't have. Oh, I'll use this. I'll use this video as an example. This one is good enough. Look at this video. So guys, look at this video, for example. Look at this video. Ayman! Welcome, welcome, Ayman. Nice to see you, Ayman. I want you guys to pay attention to this video. I'm good, Ayman. Thank you so much for asking. Is anybody I've ignored on the chat? Bye, Tati. Thanks so much. Bye, Tati. Thanks so much for staying on since I started. I appreciate you for the 2 hours. Yeah, so the soundbar thing. Now, look at this video, for example. Ayman says silent videos are trash. Absolutely. But we are still doing them. Okay, I'm going to zoom this part. Are you seeing this part, the soundbar? Ragas has given me a name for it, the soundbar part. Look at this part. Let me zoom it. Are you seeing this is minute number 230. Look at what happened between minute number 238 to minute number 350. YouTube can detect that I was silent for like about that entire duration. It will show you something like this. If your videos are silent, if you're still in the business of silence, it will show you this. It will be blank like this. It will look like, it will not have this sound bar, the gray sound bar. It will look like this. It will have this blank here. This part. It will be looking like that. So the best way to cure this, I can come here, put the cursor here, then I come and click on audio. Then I want to add a song. I'm going to add a song for like, I just need a song for like, this is like what, 232. That's like about 1 minute. So I just need a song. I just need a song for like, I need a song of less than 1 minute. Let's say maximum 1 minute. So I need a song of like about 50 seconds. Let's pick this. Let me look for a song of 50 seconds. So let me pick like, I don't want this one that when it has CC, it means it needs attribution. So let me go pick a song. Let's pick, let me see. Let me pick a song of, let me pick a Baby Cry Long. So let me pick this song. It's 42 seconds. So look at there. I'm going to just use this song. I just drag it here. And then I have filled the silence. So I use this, I place the song here at this blank part, and then I just save the video. Of course, nowadays when you save videos, it is permanent, and that is why I was telling you guys, those of you are scared of being demonetized because of the new policy. YouTube decided to make this blunder as well. They decided to make changes permanent. So even if you had looped videos and you go and edit them, they become permanent, and then you kind of hide your sins. And that is why it's important to like do those edits. Then you confirm the changes. The moment I do that, it's going to edit for me that video. That video is going to have music at that blank spot. So it will not like it's not going to have like it's not going to like have silence purely, just like that. It's a 10-minute video, so I think I'll give it like about 20 minutes or something. Then it will be ready. We'll come and peep on it. So that, just like that, I have fixed the silence in that content. Guys, the magic, just play around with your editor. Just play around with your editor. It can teach you all those things. The editor can do for you all those things. It can help you fix your audio. It can help you fix you can blur some parts of content. You can, you can blur some parts of content. You can make sure that in case like you want to reduce the duration, you can also reduce the duration by trimming the clips. In case like there's a place that, in case like the silent, maybe if I was speak another video, let me see. I need to open my and by the way, I discovered you can multiple edit. By the way, you can multiple edit. You just need to open different tabs for each of the videos you are editing. You can I'm going to see so that I can get one clip and trim it. Let me see that I can show you that one, because this is going to take time to process. So I'm going to open another content somewhere. Content, live stream, and then I'm going to pick that live I did in the morning, the yoga one. And then I'm going to click on editor. Okay, let me show you. You can, by the way, you can multi-edit videos. I discovered that the other day. You just need to open on different tabs. In case like you're struggling to edit your loop videos, just get a laptop and then open multiple tabs. And then, wait, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Look at this. So I'm going to share this screen. This is my live stream from this morning. You see, it is ready for me to edit. You can, in case there's a place that is silent, you can also come and like this part where I am not, this part, it shows that the sound almost went, the sound almost like was nothing. You can come and trim. You can just come and cut that. You can come and you can create a new cut. You can come and just create a new cut. Let's say I'm just going to drag this somewhere here. So let's say I want to clip this part. So I want to cut this part where there seems to be no audio. So I just come and do a clip like this. So you can trim that silent part. You can be trimming the silent parts of your videos in case they are annoying you, and then you just done. It has cut it. The moment I save that video is going to be, that part will not be there. The silent part will not be there anymore. These are just magic tricks you can be using on the editor. You just play around with the editor. But in case you want to edit multiple videos, you open different the different videos on different tabs, and then you should be able to help you like do multiple edits. And then these changes are going to be affected. They're going to be effected after a few hours or something like that. So it's something that you can be doing. You don't need to go to videos one by one. So I hope that is something that you can check, especially if you have silent content, just to like make sure that you are fixing them at that particular level. Let me see, what else have I forgotten? Yeah, so that is literally it. So you've seen how you can add content, you can get tracks on audio library, and then you can use those tracks to like improve and refine your videos, and then that becomes your saving grace when it comes to this silent live stream menace. But just to repeat and regurgitate what I've said, number one, avoid recording your content in pure silence. That is death to your channel. YouTube does not promote those kind of things. Find context, find sounds, get creative when it comes to sound, because sound is important for YouTube, and that is why YouTube is like looking for sounds in your content. That is why they can detect whether you have audio or not in your content. You want sound in your content. You want sound in your content. Guys, I welcome questions. How did I do? Hey, 2 hours on the dot. I have taught this class for 2 hours as I promised. 2 hours on the dot. I have done well. Let me pat myself in the back. Let me pat myself in the back because I've done well. I was like, no, I did not just ramble on for 3 hours. How did I do? Am I clear? Was this helpful? Yeah, can I get feedback? If you have been in the class from the beginning up to now and you are still scratching your head, this is the time you like start asking your questions before we leave. Questions, subtractions, additions, those particular things. Yeah. The world of Ragas is asking, Mr. President, first and foremost, are you feeling better after the? Yes, Ragas, I woke up today so well. Oh my goodness, I woke up today feeling like on top of the world. I've been suffering because number one, I'm no longer on medication. I have my voice back. I don't have I don't have that lingering headache. When you see me making noise at the academy, just know that I am well. When I'm sick, you saw me on Sunday. I let Classic do most of the talking because I was struggling. On Sunday, I was struggling a bit, but I had to hide it. Yeah, but now I am well. Thank you for asking. Thank you so much. Wow, you paying attention. Thank you so much for asking the world of Ragas. Thank you. Ragas, did you notice my cross? Did you notice my cross today? Like I'm wearing this cross like as part of the Nairobi diocese. You notice my cross. Okay, questions, guys. Don't worry, Ragas and I can have our own side chat here. And then we end up forgetting that you guys are here. I'm the cardinal, we call him Carmelengo of the Carmelengo who presided over the conclave. And allow me to congratulate the world of Ragas on his full monetization. He got that email yesterday. Not email. He got that notification on the studio that he can get more benefits. Welcome to the club, the world of Ragas, full monetization. It looks amazing on you. Please put more ads. Yesterday I was waiting for ads. Ragas, I could not see even the video. Today's video is members only, so there cannot be ads on a members only video because it is private. Get that ad revenue. But congratulations to the world of Ragus on your full monetization. Anti-Maj, are you still on the chat? Anti-Maj, are you still on the chat? Anti-Maj, can you tell me how many WH you need so that we see whether we can support you? Because I think I only have 2 people in my head right now who need to get fully monetized. So Anti-Maj, in case you're on the chat, this is the time you tell us how many there are, and then we see how we can help. Questions. I welcome questions. Yes. Anti-Maj, how many WH do you have? Yeah, so the world of Ragas, congratulations on your full monetization. Welcome to the club. That is so nice. Finally, at least you can focus now on the channel and stop worrying about WH. But now please take a moment and edit those loop videos. Edit those loop videos downwards so that you don't get into trouble, because the problem, you never know YouTube. The problem with YouTube, we don't know when they are going to enforce these policies. Guys, have you seen the new policy by YouTube? YouTube is insane. Have you seen the new policy by YouTube? I shared it on my community. Let me talk about that before I forget. I shared it on my community. Those of you watch my community page, because I normally send I normally share all the receipts there. Let me see if I can share it. Let me just. Have you seen the new thing? Right. Let me see that I can pull it up. YouTube Studio. Nadine! Welcome, welcome, Nadine. Anti-Maj has 3,213. Anti-Maj, you need to have a call because you need to be half monetized by now. Michelle Lifestyle, welcome, welcome, Michelle Lifestyle. Thanks so much for popping in. Right. 3213, so 800 to go. Okay. Juba says, I leave you a message, but I guess you're busy. Juba, I have not been let me tell you, when I'm sick, I totally isolate myself because I wasn't dealing with anything. I wasn't dealing with anything. So I skip even work calls. I was on total bed rest. I only showed up, I think, for the Sunday service. That's why it was very easy to watch people from the bush because you are sick and you're not talking. So you're just like watching and seeing what people are up to on YouTube streets. But I will respond now that I'm better. I like taking care of myself. As I grow older, I don't like carrying burdens. When I was younger, I think I used to take a lot of people's burdens. But nowadays I'm older. Nowadays I'm like, oh, there's a fire. Okay. So my business, I move on. I mean, I always say one of the things I'm learning as I grow older is that people can always take care of them. People can always solve their problems. You don't need to intervene. You don't need to you don't need to be the person who intervenes in people's situations. So I will get back. So I had to make sure that I focus on getting better first before I deal with problems. So don't worry, Juba. I will get back. I always get back. I may take time, but I always get back. I always get back to people. Michelle Lifestyle, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in, Michelle. Are there questions on the chat? I'm just getting compliments. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for the compliments, Miss V. Miss V's class, I think, has been assimilated. Okay. Let me see that I missed anything. Ragas has Redzum has a question. I have a question. Why do you look like sharp? Leave me alone, Reds. Leave me alone, Reds. Look at the drip. Reds, can you appreciate the presidency? Can you appreciate I'm wearing a suit. I'm wearing like my nice poly neck here because it's very cold in this side of the world. Reds, leave me alone. Your birthday has ended. Now I can roast you as much as I want. Red Room, leave me alone or I'm going to tell people what you did on Buy Me a Coffee. Red Room, I'm going to tell people what you did. Now that I've remembered receipts. Red Room, guys, I have receipts on Red Room. Red Room, leave me alone or I'm going to tell people what you did on Buy Me a Coffee. Okay. All right. Okay. Nadine says, was on ads. I didn't hear my name. Nadine! Okay, now you've had your name. Nadine. Nadine, you've had your name. Leave me alone. The world of Ragas, thank you so much for the 3 months of trust. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. May your pot brim in abundance. First of all, let me see how rich I am. Big Boss Lady T, thank you so much for the membership. I did not see this Big Boss Lady T. I am so sorry. I think I was lost in my class. Big Boss Lady T, this is for you. Thank you so much. May your pot brim in abundance. Questions? What was I doing? I was about to share something. Oh, I was sharing something out. I totally forgot. Let me see that I can share something out. Goga, third try. I will send you the beans and bananas cross as well as the pop. Ragas, don't send me those things. Leave me alone, Ragus. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right, Ragus is crazy. All right. Let me see. Let me see if I can share the screen. How will I take the pop and the cross? That would be nice. Like, we'll have to figure out the shipping though. It's like a lot of shipping. I'll tell you the logistics. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys what YouTube decided to do. So go to Studio. And then I clicked on this upcoming changes to community guidelines warnings. This is the worst thing that I clicked on YouTube yesterday night. So I clicked on it. And then voila, this is what YouTube. Service, look at what happened. Service is the first person I think I informed because Service and I we normally like bounce ideas around YT. So when I sent Service this message, Service just said, "Goga, why are you ruining my night? Leave me alone, Goga." So these are the new guidelines that are taking effect this month, guys. Be reading the YouTube community guidelines on your studio because some of you are going to get so stressed on YouTube. Some of you are going to get so stressed on YouTube. Look at this new policy that is taking effect in the month of August. How many of you were aware about this policy? YouTube is overworking this year. YouTube is really overworking this year. YouTube is going to stress us on these white streets. Guys, look at that new policy. From the month of August 2025. It is important to listen to this. I'm going to read it word for word. In the month of August 2025, that is this month, which is ending in the next 1 week. The title is Updates to Appeal Timeframes and Termination Appeal Limits. We are updating our termination appeals process to combat abuse. These measures will help us reduce spam submissions and focus resources on legitimate appeals. Starting in August, creators will have up to 1 year to appeal channel terminations or content removals. Guys, I want you to pay attention to this part. It will take you 1 year to appeal to YouTube to like correct a channel termination or content removal. Videos, posts, playlists, thumbnails, links for community guidelines violations. Additionally, we are limiting the number of appeals allowed for a single channel termination. What does this mean in English? In English, this means in case you like sin against YouTube. In case you sin against YouTube, then you are not going to be able to correct these problems. You have to wait for 1 year. In the past, you used to wait for 90 days, 3 months. YouTube is just trying to tell you, guys, we are tired. We are busy. Wait for 1 year. Let me tell you guys, when I saw this last night, I was like, how comes I did not see this thing? Because how comes content creators have not seen this thing and they're not talking about it? Because in case you violate any community guideline, YouTube is not going to like allow you appeal until 1 year, not 90 days, 365 days, I think. Is it? Yeah. 365 days. Guys, what is the moral of the story? Please behave on YouTube. YouTube is trying to say, I told Rob Albanks, we were having a conversation with Rob Albanks about this. And then Rob was saying, Goga, YouTube has just decided to become lazy. I was like, yeah, literally, that's the first thing I thought when I read this. Is like, YouTube is so tired that they said, you know what, guys, don't bother us for like a whole year. Don't bother us for like a whole year. Let me tell you guys, this is the funniest thing that I've ever read on White. This is like the funniest update I've ever read on YouTube. Like, we are kind of tired. In case you like seen, we'll see you after 1 year. Who will even remember about their channel after 1 year? Who will even be thinking about the channel after 1 year? You'll have given up on content creation. Are you going to wait for 1 year for like an appeal that is not even going to like succeed? Moral of the story, be very careful. Stay safe. Avoid community guidelines violations because you will not be able to solve them within 90 days. You will have to wait for a whole freaking year. A whole 1 year. Who is going to wait for 1 year? Who is going to wait for 1 year? That is the funniest thing. Like, yeah. It is what it is. Service Hot Kitchen TV, thank you so much for the 11 months of trust. Red Room, thank you so much for that super. Oh, no, Red Room is just trying to win the crown from people. Red Room, thank you so much for that super chat. Allow me to give you this. That is usually the sound of money on this channel. when you hear that abundance thing, the fountain, just know that is the sound of money. That is the sound of money. I am rich and I am blessed. Thank you so much, Ransom, for the blessing. May your pot brim in abundance. Guys, look at that. Look at that. Call yourself for a meeting. Look at your violation. Oh my goodness, the world of ruggers. Thank you so much for that. You guys, these guys are on the crown business again. Okay, I can see what's going to happen. The world of ruggers, thank you so much for that blessing. Thank you so much for that. Guys, may you take a moment and just give me like a comment on those super chats by Red Room and the world of ruggers. Tap into my abundance. Tap into my abundance, guys. Yes, guys, we accept offerings. People are paying offerings for the class. Eva Kika likes calling it school fees. People are paying school fees for the class. Thank you so much. You start charging school fees here. Elsie Knight, where are your school fees for not trading? Elsie Knight, where are your school fees for not trading? Let me start deleting. Yeah. Oh, Red Zoom is bribing me from not telling him his receipts. Oh my god, it's not about the crown. Oh my goodness. Red Zoom is bribing me from not telling people the receipts on what he did on Buy Me a Coffee. Yikes. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm being bribed not to discuss the receipts. Healthy Night, where is my $2 for not trading? Please send it on Buy Me a Coffee, please. Please send it on Buy Me a Coffee, please. The world of ruggers says, go get the email tips for self-certification caught my eye way more. You have to do self-certification now on every upload. Yes, I always do that. You have to certify yourself. Oh, it's happened. It has been there for a while. And then they are going to, let me answer that. That's a good question, by the way, I can answer. So self-certification has been there for a while. Oh, Ragus, welcome to the new problems you have as a YouTuber. Ragus, those are the perks of now being fully monetized. You have to certify every content that based on in order to like fit the in order to make the advertisers happy. And then YouTube is going to check how well you have ranked those videos after a couple of months. And when you have a history of ranking your videos correctly, they will always give you like a lot of freedom. Like this guy's videos never have problems. But if you have like a history of ranking videos badly, they can check whether you are not telling the truth. They can be able to tell with time. So that is one thing you get. That is a new pack. Ragas, that's a new pack you get now that you're fully monetized. It has been there for a while. We always like rank ourselves. You always like rank your own videos anytime you're uploading a video on YouTube. It's a thing that we do. It's a thing that we do as monetized channels, fully monetized channels. So welcome to your new problems, Ragus. You will have to be ranking yourself every single time you're putting up a video on YouTube. And then eventually, when you become so good at it, they will not even be like bothering you much, but you'll always have to certify YouTube that your videos are ad friendly. They have no violence, they have no sexual like innuendos or things like that. They are not like affecting minors. They're normally like 5 things, those boxes that you have to tick. And then you'll always be clear. So welcome to the club. Yeah. That's what happens. That's what happens when like you get monetized. Right, fully monetized. Now that you have ads, it's an ad thing. It's purely for advertisements. It's not for like any other person. People who are half monetized, they don't see that thing. But anybody who is like fully monetized, they always see that particular thing. Yeah. Okay. The world of Raga says, what about your OnlyFans? Oh, my OnlyFans is premium content, baby. So it's premium content. Can you stop giving Fluffy Diva ideas, Ragus? Ragus, behave. Focus. You are asking a question and I answered. Yeah, so guys, back to what I was saying. Ragas is getting distracted. Jaden, focus. You're going back to school tomorrow. Why is your shirt as the father? What do you mean, what shirt? What shirt? I'm not wearing any shirt. I wish I had a white thing. I'm wearing a poly neck to cover because it's very cold in Nairobi. So I'm like all covered up. So I wanted to come to the live stream all covered up so that I don't have to like step out or something like that. Um, Jaden now is only observing my outfit. Oh, because I was sharing the screen, you guys could not see me nicely. Yeah. Okay. Allow me to thank my super chatters, guys. These guys have paid my bills. They made me get my threshold. I have to acknowledge the threshold. Thank you so much for the super chat. May your pots brim in abundance. We have like 30 minutes to leave the live stream. Like we have a hard stop at 3 hours. I don't like extending beyond 3 hours on a live stream. So we have 30 minutes of like receipts, noise making, and things like that. So in case you have any questions, in case you have receipts about somebody, they have to be on the live stream though. And then I have receipts about Red's room. I don't know this, but he has to give me permission, guys. He has member immunity, so I cannot discuss members' business unless they give me permission. Red Room has some very hot receipts about buying me a coffee. I wanted to share those receipts, but he has to give me permission. Momos! Thank you so much, Momos, for that blessing. Thank you for the class. Thank you so much, Momos. Allow me to give you your blessing. Thank you so much. May your pot brim in abundance. This lady plays golf. She's kind of rich. She's very rich, by the way. So rich that she stopped. I don't know. I don't see her active on YouTube anymore. And the way we used to struggle on these white streets. Momos, you just left us to start suffering. Momos, you're never cut out for this suffering life, dealing with YouTube shenanigans. You're always meant for like things. You're always meant for those bougie people things. I just see her playing golf. The other day she was dining with the king or something. The other day, I don't know what she was doing with the president. The other day she was like moderating a session, a very high level session. She was really never cut out for struggle about WH, about like super chats and things, about threshold. Momos, do you even worry about things like threshold? Like you are so rich, do you even worry about things like threshold? I want those problems. I want those problems like, oh, my golf car is not like, I don't know. Those are her problems. The things Momo's like, the things that bother Momo. Oh my God. Guys, the things that I want Momo's problems. Momo's problems may be some of my solutions. But but thank you so much, Momos. Thank you so much, Momos. Okay. Anti-Mag is live, Goga. Let's go there if you don't have nowhere to go. Of course, Classic, I will definitely read. Because we need to support Anti-Mag. I will definitely read. Okay. Goga, why don't you start goodbye ceremony now, then quick affirmation, and the person you read is still online? I don't do affirmations on Wednesdays. Affirmations are just for Sundays so that they can set the energy for the week. That's why we do affirmations. But anyway, thank you so much, Momos, for the blessing. May your pot bring in abundance. Anyway, guys, be careful on YouTube. YouTube is not joking. Like when I saw this thing yesterday, they are just not joking. So please be very careful with your channel. Because if you like any infraction right now, you have to wait for 1 year for an appeal. And I used to worry about channel termination because channel termination is normally very permanent in nature. When YouTube like terminates your channel, it's very hard for them to like restore it. Like just go to the best place to ever see how YouTube is very strict and serious. Go to X and then go and look for Team YouTube. That is the handle. Go and search for @Team YouTube on X. Go and see how they normally break people's hearts on X. That's when I knew YouTube is very serious when it comes to like channel termination. They cannot even do anything about it, even if like they even tell you, oh, we are sorry, we have looked into it, but there's nothing we can do. That channel is gone. You sinned against us. X is Twitter, sorry, formerly Twitter. X. Ayman, which world have you been living, and which rock have you been living under? X, like Elon Musk's X, that one. When you go to X, YouTube is very responsive on X. If you ever have any problem about YouTube, and even if you're a monetized channel, I know as monetized channels we have access to YouTube where we can message them directly on Studio. But in case you ever want an urgent answer on a problem on YouTube, just go to X. Go to X and then ask them something. They'll respond very like after like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. They are very fast at responding on X as compared to solving a problem on YouTube itself. The kind of responses they give people on X, they can shatter your soul. Oh my goodness, they are like lethal. They are like lethal, crazy. They break people's hearts daily. So the moral of the story with this new policy, hey, Frugal Mama, welcome. Guys, Frugal Mama is now live with Tasharia. Frugal Mama is now, you have to, guys, it is no longer Frugal Mama. Nightbot, you need to change Frugal Mama's command. Frugal Mama is now live with Tasharia. Thanks so much, Frugal Mama, for coming in. How you doing? Beautiful. I love how you changed into your name. I love how you embrace the new channel name. So welcome, Frugal Mama. Sorry. Welcome, live with Tasharia, formerly Frugal Mama. It will take some getting used to. Thanks so much for coming in. And then let me see. Raga says no explicit behavior whatsoever, no casting, no nudity, no racism. So just behave normal and you're all good. Create nice family-friendly content and read YouTube updates regularly. Absolutely. That is the best way of avoiding this entire fiasco, because YouTube ain't joking, y'all. YouTube is not joking. But let me tell you, YouTube has been really overworking this year. You know, I'm actually wondering why is YouTube overworking this year like this? They've always just been lazy, chill, not doing much. 2025, the year of our Lord, is when they decide to start punishing all of us. Guys, this is the state of forget about channel termination, because I know most of you are very careful to avoid a channel termination. Here is where most of you are going to be caught, me be included. Here. This is where most of us will be caught. You may not get a channel termination, but your content will be removed and you cannot appeal against it, and you have to wait for 1 year, up to 1 year. And they're telling you, you will have up to 1 year to appeal channel terminations or content removals. Now, who and to you, if you lose your channel in this time and age, you're not going to get that channel back until August 2026. A lot of things happen. YouTube, let me tell you, YouTube things move very fast. 1 week is a lot on YouTube. Now imagine a whole year. People will have moved on. Even the people that the people you currently know, most of them will have moved on. They may no longer be on YouTube. These guys are not joking. That's what we are trying to say. These guys are not joking. It's crazy. So please be reading these updates. They are for your own safety. They are for your own guidance, and act accordingly. Read the community guidelines like your Bible, because the community guidelines are our Bible on YouTube. Read be familiarized with them so that you know whether you're making you're having any infractions, and then sort out those infractions on time. But this is wild, and it is taking effect from this month. So this one, in addition to the July update where they decided to crack down on inauthentic and repetitive content, there are some channels that have already been demonetized for that particular reason. Meaning they are not joking. They are not joking. So in case you know that you have those videos that are problematic, go and edit them. They actually tell you to edit them. One thing I like with YouTube sometimes is they kind of create for you a problem. They create a problem, and then they give you a solution to the problem, so that now you go and worry about the solution. They created this problem when we were very fine. We were doing repetitive content. We were doing things without consequences. Now they created a solution. They tell you, go and edit your videos, and then fix these problems, and then come back to us. Go and edit those videos. You can blur them. You can add music. What the class I've taught you today is part of. The class I've taught you today is also part of you improving your videos, especially avoid doing those silent videos and live streams. It's part of you learning how to optimize the content into what they want. So it's very interesting. They tell you like this is the solution, but we are going to punish you for this if you find this particular content. And it is very interesting how they don't give you time to even like the window is very short. Like this August update, when are we supposed to know about? When did they even post this thing? When are we supposed to know that we are going to wait for 1 year to appeal a decision against YouTube? They are the law. They are the law. So so make sure you like look into these particular things, and just stay away from trouble. Just stay away from trouble. And that is what I was telling you guys in my community post yesterday, because it's for your own safety. It's for your own safety. It's for your own safety. And then, you know, make the necessary amendments and changes that need to be made. Raga says Whitey is not the problem. Google tells them work faster. We need revenue. Absolutely. Always in the interest of the advertiser. Yep. Welcome to Monetization 101. YouTube will always, Google will always serve the interest of its advertisers. They're the ones who bring in the money. So 100%. Hey, but anyway, we are learning. But this year, these guys have been like, let me tell you, YouTube has been very active. I'm actually impressed. YouTube had been very chilled. Nothing much was happening. Nowadays, they just create storms in a teacup. I even wonder what is going to happen next month. I'm sure September there'll be another update. Since, I don't know, like 3 months ago, we've just been getting updates. You can't even like rest. Boom! We are going to be doing this from September. Boom! We are going to be doing this from... I'm like, guys, chill. We get it. Can't you just allow us to have like a mini Christmas in the middle of the year? So those are like some of the changes that are taking effect from the month of August. So just be on the lookout. Hey, Major, how are you doing, Major? Welcome, my Zambian friend. Welcome, Major. Thanks so much for coming in. Frugal Mama, thank you so much for popping in. And Frugal Mama, once again, is live with Tasharia. So in case you're looking for Frugal Mama, you will not find wellness with Frugal Mama. You will find that is her new... She changed her channel name. So Frugal Mama is now live with Tasharia. That's her name, by the way. That's her name. So make sure you check out that particular thing in terms of the channel name. All right, we have 18 minutes to leave the live stream, but I don't need to spend all of it. So I'm going to like start looking for... No, Elon cannot touch YouTube. Let him leave YouTube out of this business. Elon is already chaos as it is. I love Grok though. It's nice. It's a nice one. I love Grok. It's a good AI solution. It's doing some great work. Yeah, some great work. All right, guys. That said, let me see. Did I forget anything? Let me check my notes real quick, because I have a habit of forgetting notes here. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me check. What are my notes saying? Okay, I think I'm good. I've captured everything. Yeah, I think I've captured everything. Right. So I think that was a great conversation. So please don't mute your videos. If you have to watch somebody's playlist, just mute the device. Don't mute them on YouTube. Be doing an audio check when you're starting live streams. Leverage on the power of voiceovers in case a video goes silent. And then be very clear on what is going to be your primary audio on your content, and be very clear. Are you going to record a video with your voice, or you're going to like narrate in terms of a voiceover? Right. That said, and thanks so much for all the super chatters. I don't know who the crown holder is. The crown holder is the World of Ragus. The World of Ragus, I nominate you to pick the topic for next week. As you being the king. Guys, bow to your king. The World of Ragus is your king. The World of Ragus, I give you an opportunity to like nominate a topic. It can be anything. Even if I've taught it before, I will repeat it. Pick a topic targeting content creators that we can capture. We can handle at the academy next week. That is the privilege of living with your crown. You can decide what happens next week, the World of Ragus, and you will have a dedicated StreamYard command for the priority that I'll give in terms of that topic on that live stream. So the World of Ruggers wins the crown for the top fans for today. Red Zoom is like a runner up. Okay. How to use Nightbot efficiently and cost-free to avoid answering the same question. Ruggers people hate Nightbot. People dread Nightbot as a topic. How to use Nightbot efficient, but I can, yeah, I don't mind repeating it. Okay, how to use Nightbot. Let me put this somewhere on the screen. And then Ruggers people dread night. I've taught Nightbot. Let me tell you, people, Tribe Goga does not like the class, the Nightbot class. Ask Helen here. They will come here, they will be so stressed because it is practical. They dread Nightbot classes. They dread anytime you mention Nightbot, they want to kill me already. Like, kill me already. Goga. But guys, he is the king. Whatever the king said, that is what we are going to learn. We are going to find. Anyway, Nightbot has changed. Actually, Nightbot has changed things, by the way. That's actually a good topic. We are going to learn about Nightbot. Nightbot has actually changed a lot of things on their website. It is no longer. It is no longer the Nightbot it used to be. So the World of Ruggers has talked about Nightbot. So we are going to explore Nightbot. Okay. Wait. So Ruggers says how to efficiently make sure you have SEO text in pop-up lives. Okay. That one I captured it in terms of the metadata. Yes. Ruggers, I'm going to go with your first topic. We are going to review Nightbot because Nightbot has changed its website. There are a few things that have been changed on Nightbot. So I think I agree with you. We are going to capture Nightbot next week because we need to do an update because Nightbot has actually changed a lot of things that need to be updated. Things have been moved around and things like that, so we need to talk about that. Jaden says yes, we should review. We are going to review Nightbot. Whatever the king said is what we are going to learn. That is the price of being the crown holder. They can decide what is going to be discussed next week. That is what he has decided. We are going to discuss Nightbot next week. So thanks so much, the World of Ruggers, as Your Highness and the crown holder. That is going to be the topic for next week. We are going to unpack Nightbot. There are some of you who have never fixed your Nightbot. So you're the ones who are going to benefit from that class. There are some people here who don't even know what Nightbot is. We are going to repeat that class for them. There are some of you who come to my live stream and they like greeting my Nightbot. Is that Nightbot, you did not subscribe to my channel? I'm like, the day I saw somebody fighting with Nightbot on my chat and I was in the middle of a class, blaming Nightbot for not subscribing to their channel. Nightbot, I watched your videos. You've not come back to watch my videos. I gave up and I was like, yeah. So let's see. So we're going to there are people here who start asking Nightbot for guys, I saw that happen on a chat. I was like, do I laugh? Do I it was so difficult. I did not even know how to handle that because I was like, I was seeing the chat. You know those chats that you ignore. Sometimes you're on a live stream and then you're just seeing things and then you're just shaking your head. The person was actually blaming Nightbot. Nightbot, you did not subscribe back to my channel. I'm still waiting for you. The person actually was telling Nightbot that, guys, I was done. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Go and breathe in. Yes, but I was dying. I was dying inside. But of course, I could not tell the person because I was in the middle of teaching, so I could not make them feel bad about their ignorance. But yeah, because Nightbot did not even answer them. No, Nightbot just kept on telling them. I think Nightbot said, X, thank you so much for sharing your link. Guys, please connect to X on this link. He was like, I'm done. Yeah, the World of Ruggers has spoken. That is going to be the topic next week. We are going to actually we are going to review Nightbot. That's actually an important class. A lot of you need to actually fix Nightbot for your channels. It will save you a lot during live streams. So we are going to do a refresher for Nightbot, courtesy of the World of Ruggers. It shall be done. So you can make jokes about people saying hi to Nightbot and people making fun, people asking my Nightbot to subscribe back to their channels. Leave my nightbot alone. My nightbot is supposed to manage me when I'm on the stream. So Anna Bulashmi Beat, thank you so much for noticing the outfit. Yeah, it's a poly neck with a scarf, a very fluffy scarf, like just to stay warm and stuff. A jacket and some bit of an Orthodox cross that was a gift from Ethiopia. Yeah, I wish it had this glitter. Ding! Yeah, so yeah, yeah. So yeah. So I think that will be it. And then Raga says, uh, uh, repeating just in case. I will make sure to have the crown next week so that the topic for the week after will be how to find Goga's OnlyFans account in a family-friendly way. It will never happen. It will never happen. I will make sure that I will shift goalposts next week. I may tell you to nominate somebody to nominate. I will tell you to nominate somebody to decide the topic for the following week. But yes, we'll be giving a privilege to the king twice a month to decide what is the topic for next week. So next week we'll discuss Nightbot as Ragas as recommended. And then the other week, I want us to discuss. There are some changes that YouTube has made on the studio as well. So you may not be able to find um, uh, uh, you may not be able to find like certain things where they used to be on studio. So that is also a conversation we need to have, because there are a lot of changes that YouTube is making, and some of you may not be paying attention to them. So you need to check those things. Anabu says, "Is Nightbot free?" Yes, it is purely free in Anabu. It is very free. The reason it stresses people out is because it involves it needs a lot of time. But in case you want to go set up commands for your Nightbot, I'm going to give you my list of commands. You can copy this link if you're on a laptop, then you can go and experiment, and you'll find all the commands on my Nightbot. I'm going to improve them next week before the class, because there are things Nightbot you can manipulate Nightbot to do. The World of Ragas was doing an amazing thing yesterday on his live stream, where he was talking about some commands that can prompt jokes about age, about I like those. I like that joke on the World of Ragas. So yeah, you can you can find all my Nightbot commands on that link. In case you want to go and get some bit of inspiration for your channel to fix your Nightbot, you'll find all the commands there. The ones Nightbot has dropped, so it tells you all my commands on Nightbot, and so you can try a few things like host. When you type host, it tells you a certain thing. When you type my name, it tells you a certain thing. Members have their own commands. I need to update those commands. All members get their commands based on their names. So those are things you can be doing to just make sure that your members have that extra exclusivity of being your member. It helps. Those things actually help. People love those things, exclusivity and being part of OnlyFans. Sorry, not OnlyFans. Not OnlyFans. Being part of an exclusive club. I did not say, guys, that's how you know I'm tired. I need to leave the live stream. When I start saying things that I'm not supposed to be saying, I always know it is time to leave the live stream. Ayman says, my Nightbot is simple. It does its job when it feels like showing up. Yeah, depending on how much chats come, I need to learn. Yes, you can program Nightbot actually. You can actually program Nightbot to do things. You can. It's all about the timing, playing around with the timing and things like that. Guys, I need to leave the live stream. When I start saying things I'm not supposed to say, like OnlyFans and stuff. Why you guys laugh? Guys, you cannot just be isolating one thing that I've said, and then that becomes I will ignore. I will put this part on private. I will edit it out. It will not happen. Leave me out of it. Leave my name out of your leave my name out of it. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's time to set up the raid. It is time to set up the raid before I see you guys start getting ideas. We are setting the raid. Guys, we are setting the raid. The king of the live stream is the World of Ragus, and he has already nominated the topic for next week. So that is what we are going to do. Guys, I'm leaving. I'm leaving because you guys, why are you putting those laughing emojis? Why are you laughing at me? It was a slip of the tongue. Like it was a slip of the tongue. Whatever happens at the academy stays at the academy. I did not say anything. I will deny. If I hear you guys talking about it tomorrow in your live streams, I will pretend like I have no idea what you're talking about. Ignore, ignore, ignore. Leave me alone. Leave me out of it. I did not say anything. It did not happen. You guys, you can't just guys like look at the attention you are just a slip of the tongue. A slip of the tongue, the chat engagement has gone so high. When I was busy asking questions about the class, you guys were just quiet. You are just listening and you are quiet. My tongue just slips a bit, just a little. All of you are now active on the chat. Priorities. The same energy, you should be using this same energy when I'm starting live streams, asking questions and things, not laughing at my tongue, my slip of the tongue. We are setting up the rig. We are setting the raid. We need to go. Let me. I'm going to say I like projecting the raid so that you people see where we are going. I man, these people are a mess. You notice how they are very active now on the chat, and when I was busy asking questions, they were just quiet listening in the background. Now they've crawled out of the bush to come and type those laughing emojis. Just because my tongue slipped and I said Nightbot can be that OnlyFans story needs to like go. It needs to die completely. You are looking very dapper today, Goga. Hey, be okay. How you doing? Be okay. Welcome, welcome. Be okay. Did you see our girl? Did you see Anabu is thriving? Anabu, can you keep doing those makeup things on Anabu? I have a very honest question, Anna. Anna, you are at the Sunday service, but I forgot to ask you one thing. Now that Be okay is here, Anabu, that makeup that you did today for like 3-4 hours. So were you going to sleep? Did you like have to go and sleep immediately, or did you have to like go out somewhere? Because all that work and then you go and sleep. But it got us some very good watch hours, right? Anabu, you have to do that daily. You have to do that daily. The algorithm is going to favor you for 1 week before it goes idle. This entire week, you have to do those live streams at the exact same time. Do those live streams every day for like the next 1 week before the algorithm stops, because usually the vertical algorithm normally favors you for a week and then it goes idle again for the following week, and then you have to wait for the other week. But I'm very curious now, after that nice makeup and everything, did you have to like go and sleep when you could have actually looked for a performance or something, autographs to sign? Because I was like, that was a lot of work, but I think it paid off. Well done, Anabu. Keep doing those. Keep doing that. Keep showing up. Hey, Jay Van, welcome, Jay Van. Thanks so much for coming in, Jay Van Horn. Nice to see you. Uh, Ragus, get out of my life team. You are now, Ragus, you are now a fully monetized channel. Can you behave? You now don't have problems of, you're no longer having watch hour problems. Ragus, now you have serious problems. You are a fully monetized channel. Start looking for ad revenue. Leave me alone. You cannot be like waiting. You cannot be preying on my gaffes, my slip of the tongue and things like that for content. Leave me alone. We've already given you your like nomination. You've decided the topic for next week. Why do you have to push this? Don't push it. Don't push it, Ragus. Leave me out of it. So guys, to those of you who missed, be careful. That's what we were discussing earlier. Be very careful now because YouTube is like stressing people out here. There's a new policy update that is taking effect in the month of August. On a serious note though, YouTube is not going to accept appeals. You have to wait for 1 year for them to review your appeal. Initially, it used to be 90 days, and then they used to lift those things. So it's channel terminations and content removals. So in case you have a dispute against a content that YouTube has removed, you have to wait for 1 year to like appeal against that content. So just be very careful. Just be very careful so that at least you don't have to like face the wrath of YouTube. Yeah, 1 year. 1 year. Jayvan, leave me alone. Okay. That said, let me set up the raid. I'm going to like share. This is how I normally select the raid so that you guys can see. Because there are some people. Healthy Night, come to the front of the class. Healthy Night, classic hairstyle and vlogs. Classic hairstyle and vlogs. Who else is there that is a culprit of not raiding? If you know you don't know how to raid, come to the front of the class. I always make sure that I demonstrate how to raid every time I'm ending a live stream so that people do not say that they do not know how to raid. This is how you raid. You go to your studio. Can you see my screen? The culprits who don't know, like Classic yesterday. Let me talk about Classic. Classic was a Sunday service guest. Classic yesterday taught us that she taught a very beautiful class. She had literally, I think, over 200 people watching that live stream. Then Classic, like I think she took like 2 hours and some 2 hours and some change or something like that. Then Classic, when Classic wants to end her live stream, there is that she remembers that she has to read. And then she's like, guys, I've forgotten. The woman got stressed instantly. I could tell. She got stressed instantly because I was there and I had already typed Classic raid. Now she had no choice because she usually thinks I'm not on her live stream. So she normally ends without me. It's like, Goga is not here. There'll be no consequences. There'll be no consequences. So Classic yesterday got very stressed because we were on the live stream and we were waiting. Simone was there and a number of people were there. We were waiting for her to read. Let me tell you, the woman started like counting her fingers. I was thinking she was going to manufacture fake internet problems. Classic, this is how you could have. Classic, you had a moment there to like start saying, guys, I think I'm having a problem with the internet, and you could have just ended your live stream. Then I told Classic, it is okay. It is okay. It is okay for today because she spent like so much time there trying to figure out how to raid. She was opening tabs that are not existent even on YouTube, showing people like commands that I've never even seen on YouTube. Then I just said, this one I give up on her. So I told her, I'm not going to hold this against you. You can end your live stream. I'd already set for the raid for her in a way. So she was good. She was safe. Let me tell you, the moment I told Classic that, this is what the woman decides to do. The woman was supposed to end her live stream, right? Now that she has realized that there are no consequences to no raiding, the woman starts playing music. It's like, guys, I normally end with my music. That is the time she remembered that she had music that needed to be played. She turns on her music. She starts dancing to her music. Let me tell you guys, we were dancing there for like about 20 minutes before the live stream was ended. All of a sudden, the woman was saying, guys, I'm tired. I've been talking for like 2 hours. The woman now had been making noise for 2 hours and saying that she's tired. All of a sudden, she even has the energy to dance because she has been spared the raid. I looked at Classic. I just started shaking my head. I'm like, the extent people will go to not to raid. They will create like non-existent illnesses, non-existent tiredness. But all of a sudden, the moment she realized that there was no burden for her to raid, she got her music. She has an anthem. She has a classic anthem that plays very loud and stuff. She even started dancing to her own music. I looked at that lady and I was like, this is the person who said that she was tired. Guys, we were kept there for like about 30 more minutes. 30 more minutes. I just shook my head. I was like, I give up. I don't even know what to say anymore. I gave up completely. Like I was like, why are you like this? Why are you is this how bad the raid is that you can even find ways of avoiding it? Like classic. No, yes, you are tired. You are tired, but the moment you started playing your own music, I knew had been scammed when you started dancing to your own music. She was no longer tired. She even had extra energy. Guys, make sure you've subscribed. Now she's even telling people, make sure you've connected to people you don't have. I'm like, why is she getting there? I thought she was leaving. 30 more minutes later, until her music ended, she looped that music, and then boom. Let me tell you, I give up. Tribe Goga, I give up on you people. Like, but that was I was just laughing the entire time. I even typed it on the chat, and Simone saw the chat, and Simone also started just laughing on the chat because Simone knew that had been played. And you were like, look at this person. Wasn't she tired? Wasn't she saying that her hands are tired? She can't see things on the screen. She was even closing her eyes like this. She was even closing her eyes at some point. I thought, is she praying or something? She was closing her eyes. Oh my goodness. I was like, I give up. I was like, man, that was so funny. Oh my God, that was so funny. But anyway, it made my day. And guys, please read. It's part of you supporting people who are still looking for their watch hours. And people will feel nice. People will feel nice. People will feel nice when you rate them anyway. But the things people will do not rate, yo, guys, this was good. Allow me to love and leave you. On Sunday, we are hosting Nino and Lo, that beautiful couple all the way from Canada. They're the ones who are going to be co-hosting the Sunday service with me. So you don't want to miss Nino and Lo. They have cleared their schedule. They are ready. These are grandparents. They started their channel as a dare. Their kids dared them to start a YouTube channel. Those kids are shocked how their parents, actually it was their grandkids. The grandkids are shocked how the grandparents started a YouTube channel, got it monetized in less than 5 months, and now they are thriving and they are having more fun as grandparents more than even the kids. Those are the people who are going to be talking to you on Sunday at the Sunday service. So make sure you sign up for the Sunday service. Don't miss out Nino and Lo. They are fun. You will love, and they love receipts. Those are the other receipts people. You will love them, and their receipts, and they are fun people, and we are going to have an amazing conversation with them. So make sure you don't miss the Sunday service. All right. But others, thank you so much for your time. Oh yeah, man, I need to read. I was talking about classic. And guys, don't forget to go and rewatch Helen's live stream. Those receipts I was telling you at the beginning of the live stream. Go and rewatch Helen's live stream from this morning. You will find those nice receipts about the man who was asking whether she's single, and Helen has to say that she has a husband and things. Very hot receipts, and how she's very blessed. She has a very perfect dental formula and things like that. Go and watch those receipts. They're very important. It's called Getting Intelligence Updates. Jay Van, thank you so much for the support. How is your oops, those are receipts. Let me not ask the I was going to ask how is you? I caught myself. I realized I'm asking Jay Van a very private question in a public forum. So let me shut up. So this is how you read. You click on, what did I ever say? You click on your channel. I forgot to explain the steps. You click on your channel, go to the studio, click on content. Classic, I hope you are watching. Click on content, click on live streams, and then go to your live stream. You have to do this on Chrome. Make sure, in case you're using your phone, make sure your phone does not have YouTube Studio. Then you click on this pencil. Click on the pencil, and then come and click on customization. And then scroll down. Under customization, you will find this redirect button. Click on redirect, and then you will search videos from other channels. You will see everybody who is live. You will see everybody who is live. So somebody was saying we should raid Anti-Maj, because Anti-Maj is looking for watch hours. So I'm going to select Anti-Maj Vlogs. I hope she's on the panel. Anti-Maj Vlogs, because she needs support for WH. So Anti-Maj, once you select the person you are raiding, you save. Okay. And then now once you save, you open another, okay, I like opening another tab to confirm that the person we are raiding is there so that I don't crash the jet. Air Force, Goga Force One can never be crashed. Guys, I don't fly commercial. You know this. You guys, I'm the president. I don't fly commercial. I don't fly those things. I do have a jet. And I'm going to share. This jet was bought by the World of Ruggers. So Anti-Maj only has 4 people watching. And she's cooking, so it's going to be a perfect surprise. So I confirm that she's live. So I have the tab open there so that in case she ends, I don't crash the jet. You can do it on mobile. Yes, Ayman, you can do it on mobile, but you have to open Chrome, the desktop site on your phone. So once I've done that, I've already selected the raid. Helen has already put for me the raid command. So I'm going to pin the raid command. So guys, you can type that Goga Raid 3 purple hearts, Goga Raid, or in case you don't have it, you can ask Nightbot to drop it. Just type raid on the somebody to type raid on the chat. Nightbot will drop for you the raid command. So for me, it's Goga Raid and my purple colors. My purple colors. And then I'm going to get let me get there. Let's go to the airport. Let's go to the airport shortly. I'm going to put you at the airport. Stay there. Stay put. I'm going to put you at the airport right now. So that you can see the presidential airline waiting. Goga for Swan. This was a gift. This was a gift from one of my this was a gift from one of my friends. Where's my jet? Where is my jet? It was somewhere here. Where is the presidential jet? Okay, hold on. It's here. I got it. The presidential jet. So I need to put people on a jet. So I'm trying to get. Where did my jet go? Okay, hold on. Where did my jet go? All right, hold on. Let me just check. Let me confirm real quick. Okay, we are. Okay, I'm waiting for clearance from the Secret Service. I got it. Are we ready? Okay, the Secret Service confirms that the jet is just taxiing on the runway. So we got. Give me like a minute. Okay. There we go. So the jet is ready. Goga for Swan is ready for departure to Jamaica. We are going to anti-merge. So you can see the presidential airline is ready. So that is a view of Goga's private airport. So raid to anti-merge vlogs in case you're not thrown automatically. It's a Goga raid. So I'm just going to schedule the flights. Okay. So prepare for the raids. So Goga for Swan. So we are ready for the raid. Thank you to the World of Ruggers. The World of Ruggers has already decided the topic for next week. So thank you so much to King Ruggers for the raid, for the blessing, and for you winning the crown and deciding to put people through torture of Nightbot classes next week. Right. So the Goga raid to anti-merge is here. So guys, I will see you at the Sunday service with Nino and Lo. Take care of yourselves. Have an amazing rest of the what happened to the flight? Okay. Have an amazing rest of the day if it is daytime for you. Night, have a good night wherever it is if it is nighttime for you. And if it is already the future for you, may you have a blessed Thursday. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the gift of fellowship. May your pot forever bring in abundance. May you keep applying these lessons that you are learning for your purposes to make you a better creator. God bless. I don't take it for granted. I will see you on Sunday at the Sunday service. So be ready on a flight. I am not going to talk now. I'm just going to turn on the music as we end the live.
Welcome to the Garden Show, where we'll help you grow on YouTube. We'll teach you how, so come on, let's go. Live stream tutorials, the secrets we will show. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and let the Gaga flow. Learn the tricks of the trade, we'll take you to new heights. From editing techniques to creating stunning lights, Goga's got your back, we'll be your guiding lights. Join the conversation and let's take flight. Welcome to Gaga, the place where dreams come true. to do. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and let's make it through.